आवाज येतोय सगळ्यांना?
येस सर.
पुणे जिल्हा शिक्षण मंडळाचे ते गेलं का? पुणे जिल्हा शिक्षण मंडळाचे बाबुरावजी घोलप महाविद्यालय तसेच IQAC डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ कॉमर्स आणि तसेच सुजाता इन्स्टिट्यूट यांच्या संयुक्त विद्यमाने इंटलेक्च्युअल प्रॉपर्टी राईट या विषयावर आज आपल्याला राजेंद्र गवते सर मार्गदर्शन करणार आहेत. राजेंद्र गवते सरांची थोडक्यात तुम्हाला ओळख करून देण्यासाठी आज मी उपस्थित आहे. BA सायन्स त्यांनी केलेला आहे. तसेच ते आता सध्या इन्फोसिस मध्ये सिनियर मॅनेजर म्हणून कार्यरत आहे. त्यांना 6 वर्षापेक्षा जास्त असा कॉर्पोरेट ट्रेनिंग देण्याचा अनुभव आहे. पूर्वी सुद्धा सरांनी राज्यस्तरीय तसेच राष्ट्रीय स्तरावर IPR या विषयावर विद्यार्थ्यांना मार्गदर्शन केलेलं आहे. तर आपल्या सर्व Rajendra sir.
Yes sir. Can I start?
Yes sir.
Okay, thank you so much sir for inviting, and hello everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to the 5th session of the series. Okay, so we have started with the IPRs, okay, intellectual property rights. Then we gone through the Patent Act. Okay, what is a patent? And Patent Act, we have gone through the procedure, how to fill the form, complete form or provisional form of the patent. After that, we have also gone through the copyright. So yesterday we learned about the copyright, what can be copyright, what cannot be the copyright, okay, what is the term of copyright and everything. And today the most important part, okay, that we are going to see is a trademark. Okay, we like a lot of time we've seen that there is a one symbol, logo, something is there in the product and we can easily identify. Okay, let me give you one example. Okay, so yesterday I was traveling from Pune to Pimpri Chinchwad. Okay, and मी गाडीत बसलेलो असताना काय झालं की I saw something, a very good car behind me. Okay, एक अशी कार येत होती. Okay, so I didn't able to recognize it. Okay, मी सुरुवातीला नाही ओळखलं मला की कुठली कार आहे, म्हणजे ती मस्त डिझाइन वगैरे एकदम खास दिसत होती मला. आणि I was just looking into the mirror. Okay, की कुठली गाडी कुठली गाडी. All of a sudden car passes. Okay, आणि कार आली आणि then I saw the logo and the logo was for the Mahindra. Okay, so whenever I saw that logo, जेव्हा मी तो लोगो बघितला तेव्हा मला फटाकन माझ्या डोक्यात काय आलं की immediately it pinched me or clicked me in my mind, अरे ही गाडी तर महिंद्राची आहे. Okay, so whenever we see some logo, okay, it is nothing but your trademark. Okay, कुठलाही तुम्ही व्यापार करता त्या व्यापारासाठी काहीतरी तुम्ही चिन्ह ठरवून घेतलेलं असतं, that is called as a trademark. Okay, see, this is how like the trademark look like. Okay, the trademark म्हणजे प्रत्येकाचं चिन्ह वेगळं असू शकतं. Okay, it is not important that the everyone have the same thing. Okay, so trademark is nothing but your logo, label. Okay, the another few things are also there that we are going to see in the few minutes. Okay, but कुठलीही गोष्ट मला आयडेंटिफाय करायची असेल की this particular thing belongs to which organization, which company, which incorporation, easily I would say this particular thing belongs to that particular organization when I saw that mark. Okay, so it is nothing but a trademark. Okay, so trademark, let's break it into the true thing. Trade, तो व्यापार जो करतो आपण, मार्क आणि त्या व्यापारासाठी चिन्ह वापरलं जातं त्याला मार्क, आपण मार्क म्हणतो. मार्क कुठलाही एखादा मार्क आहे, बर्थ मार्क असतो किंवा मग आणखी कुठले कुठले मार्क असतात. ओके, सो दॅट इज अ मार्क, ट्रेडमार्क. इफ वी ब्रेक डाउन दिस वर्ड इनटू द टू डिफरंट पार्ट, the trademark, so trade is a business, any business, and the sign that I'm using for that business is called as a trademark. Simple terms मध्ये, ओके, जास्त कन्फ्युजन मध्ये न पडता एक सिंपल साधी गोष्ट आहे की ट्रेडमार्क म्हणजे कुठलाही बिझनेस करण्यासाठी मी एखादा मार्क वापरतो माझी स्वतःची आयडेंटिटी मार्केटमध्ये जपण्यासाठी. ओके, सो दॅट इज नथिंग बट युअर ट्रेडमार्क. ओके, सो लेट्स मूव हेड विथ द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड्स. ओके, I hope my screen is visible. सो द ओरिजिन अँड डेव्हलपमेंट ऑफ ट्रेडमार्क. ओके, आता ट्रेडमार्कची गरज का पडली असेल, त्याची ओरिजिन काय आहे, म्हणजे सुरुवात कुठनं झाली, मग त्याची गरज का पडली बाबा, बरोबर ना? ट्रेडमार्कची गरज का पडली असेल, का लोकांना असं वाटलं की ट्रेडमार्क गरजेचं आहे. ओके, ठीक आहे, चला मी एक एक्झाम्पल घेतो. ओके, माझ्याकडे ऍपलचा एक फोन आहे, माझ्याकडे सॅमसंगचा एक फोन आहे, आणि दोघांवरती लोगो नाहीयेत. ओके, देर इज नो मिनिंग, राईट? मग मी कुठला फोन वापरतो त्याच्याशी काही देणं घेणंच नाही जगाला. ओके, either it is for the Apple or either it is for the Samsung. ओके, किंवा मग मी जर विचार केला, एखादा जर सिम्पल लॉजिक आहे, एखादा प्रोडक्ट आपण खरेदी करतो, एखादी गाडी खरेदी करतोय. ओके, एका गाडीवरती टाटाचं सिम्बॉल, एका गाडीवरती महिंद्राचं सिम्बॉल आहे, पण दोन्ही गाड्या, आता काय आलं, ट्रेडमार्क नसतं तर दोन्ही गाडीवरती सिम्बॉलच नसते. ओके, सो इट इज व्हेरी डिफिकल्ट टू अंडरस्टँड, राईट, रेकग्नाइज की कुठल्या कंपनीची गाडी आहे आणि काय करते ती गाडी. ओके, सो basically what is the requirement, okay, why the trademark comes into the picture, okay, what is the scene behind it, okay, what is the origin of it, okay, why we have developed it. Okay, so everything that we are going to see in the today's session. So the very first origin and development of trademark, TM is nothing but a trademark, it's an abbreviation, TM. Okay, so during the British regime in India, the big merchants and businessmen who had established their mark in the market in respect to certain goods under the particular brand name, style, or design felt they should continue to be sold or trade under the same brand name, style, or design, and no other person shall be allowed to adopt that brand name, style, or design. Absolutely. कुठल्याही याच्यामध्ये कुठलं एखादं किराणा दुकान असतं, किराणा दुकानाचं नाव असतं ना काहीतरी, त्याचं काहीतरी लोगो असतो किंवा त्यांचं नाव असतं कुठेतरी, बरोबर? असं तर होत नाही ना की एखाद्या दुकानाला नावच नाही तरीही लोक जातात आणि देन दे डू इट अगेन. ओके, वी कॅन सी अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, राईट? वी कॅन सी अ लॉट ऑफ फ्रँचायझीज अराउंड, वी कॅन सी अ लॉट ऑफ the chains of the hotels are there, and a lot of brands are there into the market. Okay, so in the British regime also, okay, whenever like we were in the under the British government, okay, that time also the big merchants, those are like the big businessmen, big bulls in the market. Okay, they have established their the market in respect to certain good under the particular brand name. Okay, whatever the brand name, suppose Tata. Okay, Tata is using the same sign for every single thing. Okay, if you go with the Titan, if you go with the Fast Track, they have their own logo, okay, for each and every single business. Okay, but it is under the single brand name. Okay, so they have particularly gone through the brand name, style, or design. Okay, like some people are like using the same style, okay, same kind of product. Okay, they are not changing the that frequently. Okay, they are using the same kind, okay, same style, same material maybe. Okay, so all these things come under into the brand. Okay, and this is the requirement. Okay, this was the requirement. Okay, from the British regime. Okay, so the government earlier enacted the Indian Trademark Act 1940. Okay, then Indian Trademark and Merchandise Mark Act 1958, and finally it was replaced by Indian Trademark Act 1999. Okay, so enacted means the earlier government has come up with the new act. Okay, they have introduced new act. Enacted means introduced. Okay, the government excuse me. So the government earlier enacted the Indian Trademark Act 1940. So government come up with the firstly in that 1940, okay, with the Trademark Act. Okay, so nobody can use the same trademark. Okay, so if like I'm using a Tata symbol, so it is not allowed. Like Tata will file a complaint against me. Okay, because they created their brand value in the market. Okay, टाटाचं नाव जर घेतलं तर ब्रँड व्हॅल्यू आहे, किंवा तुम्ही टायटनचं नाव घ्या, ब्रँड व्हॅल्यू आहे, रोलेक्सचं नाव घ्या, ब्रँड व्हॅल्यू मार्केटमध्ये. Okay, so if I started using them, I am like capturing their market or I am using their brand value. Okay, so If somebody is already paying a large amount of money of doing the branding and doing the labeling and then the promotion and advertisement for any of the organization, right? So definitely they don't want to like someone take advantage out of it, okay, because of just using their logo or anything. Okay, so the government, the at the early stage, okay, in the earlier they have enacted with the Indian Trademark Act 1940. Okay, then they made a couple of changes, okay, and they come up with a new act called as Indian Trade and Merchandise Marks Act 1958. Okay, so might be there were some couple of changes what happened. Okay, some people had some disputes, and then government again then came up with the new thought. Okay, so shall we make this amendments and will come again with the new thought, okay, or will come again with the new law or new act called as the Indian Trade and Merchandise Mark Act 1958. Okay, and after doing everything after 1958, okay, government again has decided to make some replace it, okay, with the purely Trademark Act. Okay, so which has come into the picture and then the 1999 called as Indian Trademark Act. Okay, that is what we are currently using. Okay, so this is basically the original and origin and development of it, TM trademark. Okay, तर सिंपल टर्म्स मध्ये जर सांगायचं झालं तर कुठल्याही वस्तूला आपण जेव्हा खरेदी करतो आपण ब्रँड म्हणून खरेदी करतो. ब्रँडसाठी आपण एक्स्ट्रा पैसे मोजतो. ओके, ब्रँडसाठी कधी कधी आपण वेट पण करतो की इझिली आपल्याला ब्रँडेड वस्तू मिळत नाहीत. कधी कधी एखादी तुम्हाला गाडी घ्यायची असेल एखादी सुझुकीची, मारुती सुझुकी वगैरे, यू हॅव टू वेट. ओके, तुम्हाला काही ठराविक वेळ वाट पण बघावं लागते. ओके, सो ब्रँडसाठी वी डू एव्हरीथिंग. ओके, पण जर सपोज तो ब्रँडच नसेल तर it is again difficult, right? So that is how it comes. Okay, the requirement comes from here. Okay, की people should get original product. ओके, लोकांना एक ओरिजिनल प्रोडक्ट मिळावं म्हणून ब्रँडची डेव्हलपमेंट झाली. ओके, आणि त्या कंपनीला नंतर जास्त मार्केटमध्ये एकदा प्रमोशन केलं आणि त्यांचं ब्रँड नेम सक्सेस झालं की लोकांना 10 वेळेस त्यांना ऍडव्हर्टिजमेंट वरती पैसा खर्च न करावा लागला. म्हणून त्यांनी काय केलं की कुठलेही ट्रेडमार्क दे हॅव एस्टॅब्लिश्ड अ ट्रेडमार्क. Okay, so moving ahead with the next PPT. Okay, next slide. Okay, so origin and development of trademark again. Okay, the Trademarks Bill 1919 was introduced in the Lok Sabha, which was passed by the Lok Sabha. Okay, so whenever I want to come with a new bill, okay, or new changes or new amendments or new rule or new act, okay, I'll have to introduce it to this Lok Sabha. Okay, and then all the people those are sitting in the Lok Sabha, okay, PM, like your MPs, okay, the members of parliament, okay, they pass the judgment, they've seen, okay, they checked, okay, whatever the amendments, whatever the changes, okay, whatever the new facts included, okay, whatever the new scenarios included, they checked everything. प्रत्येक गोष्ट चेक केल्या जाते आणि then that they will pass the bill. Okay, so basically the trademarks bill passed 1919 was introduced in the Lok Sabha and which was passed by the Lok Sabha. Okay, then it was introduced in Rajya Sabha and eventually passed by both the houses of parliament. Okay, एकदा लोकसभेत गेल्यानंतर राज्यसभेत गेल्यानंतर कुठलाही लॉ पास होतो. Okay, so 1999 ला basically trademark act पास झाला. Okay, so the bill received the assent of the president of 13/12/99 and become an act. Okay, तर president कडे आलं की after like passing this in the two ways. Okay, दोन्ही हाऊस मध्ये, पार्लमेंट हाऊस मध्ये पास झालं ते, and then it come to the president for an assent. Okay, म्हणजे प्रेसिडेंटच्या याच्यासाठी संमतीसाठी ते आलं. ओके, assent is nothing but your consent. Okay, it's संमती. Okay, basically मराठीत विचार करायला गेलं. Okay, so the bill received in the assent of the president on 30/12/1919 and become an act. Okay, and then after it is introduced as an act. Okay, so this is how like it started. Okay, the origin was that it was started from the British rule only. Okay, the very first standard law came into the picture in 1940. After that, they made a couple of changes and then made a different name called as Indian Trade and Merchandise Act 1958, and then finally replaced by Indian Trade Act 1999. Okay, and then the new rule, the new bill that has generated came up on the 1990 was introduced in Lok Sabha first. It was passed by them, Then it was again introduced by the Rajya Sabha, and then it was passed by them as well. So both the houses were passed that rule, and then it came to the president for his assent. Okay, and then on the 30th December 1999, it has become an act. Okay, so the act that we are seeing right now, okay, the Indian Trademark Act, okay, it is into the picture, came into the picture. Okay, so this is how the origin and development of the Trademark Act. Okay, so overview of Trademark Act 1999. Okay, so the act that has been introduced, that is an overview of the Trademark Act. Okay, so the Indian Trademark Act has a repealed Indian Merchandise Marks Act 1958. Okay, it has replaced that act, right? The earlier act was like the Merchandise Marks Act 1950. It was replaced by the Indian Trademark Act 1999. Okay, so this act is divided into 13 chapters with 159 sections. Okay, so specifically there are 13 different chapters. Okay, 13 different clauses we would say, and then 159 sections. Okay, this act provides for a procedure of a registration of a trademark. Okay, yeah, definitely the act is giving you the way. Okay, how can you register your trademark? Okay, how can you go ahead and do the registration of your product? Okay, do the registration of your logo, and how can you make it for the people? Okay, then it also provides the remedies of infringement of the trademark. Okay, जर कोणीतरी त्या तुमच्या ट्रेडमार्कचं उल्लंघन केलं तर त्याच्यावरती काय उपाय आहेत? ओके, इट सजेस्ट द रेमेडीज, इट सजेस्ट द ओके, आपण बेसिकली रेमेडीज म्हणजे उपाय म्हणू शकतो. ओके, सो इट सजेस्ट द रेमेडीज. ओके, or treatment basically. Okay, so it's also provide the remedies for infringement of the trademark. Infringement is nothing but your उल्लंघन. एखाद्या गोष्टीचं जर कोणीतरी violate केली एखादी गोष्ट, the violation is also the right word for this. Okay, so if somebody violates, okay, or somebody make a violation, had a violation about your trademark. Okay, so what are the different remedies? Okay, what are the different procedures? Okay, to stop them. Okay, ते पण आपण बघणार पुढे कसं काय. ठीक आहे, so it also provides the remedies for infringement of the trademark. Then it consists of a appellate board, its powers and functions, right? Appellate board, so where I can make an appeal. Okay, if I found that somebody is using my logo, okay, for his own purpose, own benefit. Okay, so in that case what I need to do, I need to appellate board, I need to appeal into the court, right? जर तुमच्यासोबत चुकीचं काही घडत असेल तर you can go ahead and you can complaint against them, you can file a suit against them. Okay, or you can file a sue against them. Okay, so anything, okay, that you can do is nothing but your the appellate board and its power and functions. So basically this is an overview of the Trademark Act 1999. Okay, so before we'll jump into what is exactly the trademark, how trademark works, what is important, what are the different type of trademarks, okay, why the trademark is important, okay, how can I protect my trademark rights, okay, so everything that we're going to see. Before that, we will going to watch one video, and then we'll get to know the importance of trademark, why it is important, why it is came into the picture. So everything that we're going to see, that is in this video. Okay, so I want everyone to pay attention, okay, to see this video.
Brands. In the world is a brand.
Everything!
Well, we have to decide what our brand will be.
Dear Big Bang, we're going to brand history.
History? With what brand, Marco?
Follow me and you'll see. It's a place where they make t-shirts as customers want them. There.
Heavens! It's perfect for what we want.
Imagine, we buy white t-shirts, ping pong designs, motifs, you print, place our brand, and we sell them in several places.
Let's hope it works. We'll compete with very famous brands.
But each can have its own space.
Famous brands already have it.
Our t-shirts will be unique.
We will earn our space.
Have you heard the latest on Vandalus? He copies the style of famous brands and sells his products as if they were originals.
Vandalus is a crook.
We'll show him that one can win honestly.
With hard work and our own brand.
Speaking of, here comes Julie. Hey guys, I went to the brand registry office. The brand is any symbol that helps distinguish a person or company's products and services from others in the market. A brand can be a word, figure, a three-dimensional shape, a sound. The goal is to distinguish that person's or company's product so it's not confused with others.
If people can identify the product they want, they can ask for it.
Exactly. And the entrepreneur can also offer it and advertise it. That's clear.
Totally clear.
If the product is well received, people will recognize the brand, and this will make it better known and increase its value. With a brand, you can create an image and a style for the product. Without a brand, nobody could recognize the product or service.
It's a delicious chocolate, but I can't remember the brand.
Wow, it's really important to have a brand. Wait a minute. What if somebody copies our brand?
That is forbidden. Brands must be special and different to existing ones. They must be used to help identify, not confuse.
But what would happen if they copy or imitate us?
We denounce them to the corresponding authority so they enforce the law. In order to protect your brand, you must first register it.
And what if I didn't register it?
It will be difficult for you to protect it. Registration makes you the owner of the brand. Turns you into the owner.
Into the only person authorized to use.
It's valid forever?
Registration lasts 10 years and can be renewed over and over again. We should create our own brand and register it immediately.
Immediately.
Everybody say words that customers might like, and we choose the best one. We should keep in mind that customers are going to associate the word with the product.
What do you think of Bama Chupin?
Bama Chupin?
By Babby, Marco, Chuli, and Ping Pong.
It sounds like medicine. What about Reebok?
Like Reebok, the brand on TV.
Yes, it has worldwide recognition.
Did you forget that we couldn't use a registered brand?
Oh, I'm sorry. Unless we have the owner's permission.
Can we get permission?
Having a brand is like having a car. It's something that people can buy from you, or they can use it for some time if they pay what you settled on.
And can we put whatever price we want?
That depends on the brand's market value. That is why prestige is important, remember?
Friends, we have to choose our brand.
What do you think of Chuli Lopez?
No! Julie Lopez is my name. It's my brand. I own it and do not authorize it.
What about To Live? To live, clothes that suit you. To live, comfortable clothes. To live, I use To Live.
I like to live.
To live. With its registered R.
That's it. It should be drawn and registered. Depending on the legislation of each country, different things can be forbidden when registering a brand. For more information, contact the trademark office in your area.
Our designs will be To Live. What if someone comes out with To Live Sweets, for example?
You can do it, because it's a different product that bears no relation to our t-shirts. There is no risk of confusion when it's products that have no relation to each other. For example, cookies and cars. Different products are ordered in different classes.
Who establishes the classes?
Product classes are explained in NISA's International Classification. This is our application. And stamp the copy for me, please. All right. And now, we must publish the application in the media they tell us. Why? So that any person that objects to our brand can inform the registry. And if no one objects to it, then the office is certain that the application is good. Our product has a registered brand.
People identify it and ask for it.
Because of our hard work, our brand has gained prestige, with which
We all win!
Okay, thank you for watching the video. Okay, so the very first word that came into our mind is like the brand. Okay, so whenever we see something, okay, whenever we see logo, okay, we can directly assume that this is a brand, right? If I check out the Dell logo, so I can say, Dell is a brand. Okay, if I see the Apple logo, I can say, yeah, it is a brand, right? So basically, the video itself is suggesting that, okay, if somebody is stealing your idea and stealing your name, okay, so you can directly file the complaint against him. Okay, so but before that, you should have the something unique. Okay, that is, you can call it as your brand, okay, or your trademark. Okay, the way they have made to leave, okay, so that is what their brand name they have created, and they come up with a new thought. Okay, so they can make this word to leave. Okay, again the question was that can someone use the same thing, okay, but not in the same sector. Okay, so it is a different, absolutely, the car and cookies. Okay, given the example is car and cookies. Okay, ekadi biscuit manufacturing company and ekadi car manufacturing company. Okay, the products are different, right? So if I know the same word, okay, so I can definitely do it. Okay, let me tell you the Mahindra. Okay, the Mahindra is in the car manufacturer organization. Also, they are in the infrastructure development, right? They are also developing the properties. Okay, they are also Tech Mahindra. Okay, they are in the technology sector as well. Okay, so the sector defines. Okay, the according to the sectors. Okay, they can do it. Okay, so the word, okay, let's before moving ahead with the things, okay, let's understand a bit between the brand. Okay, what is mean by brand, okay, and why it is important? Because to understand the trademark in more deeper sense, okay, we should know what is brand and how it works. Okay, and once you know about the brand and how the branding happens, then you will come to know that, okay, what is the importance of trademark, because it is a relatively equally important, I would say here. Both the things are equally important. Okay, so the brand, okay, what is brand accordingly? So brand is nothing but it is a brand is a name, right? It might be the name, a term, design, symbol, or any other feature that identifies one seller's good or service as distinct from those of other sellers. Okay, so this is basically the brand. Okay, if I went to the watch shop, okay, I want to buy a watch, okay, so how can I do? Look, I know that, like, this is a Titan, this is the Rolex, this is the Fast Track, this is the Timex. Okay, so I can identify using the different logo, different designs. Okay, so that is nothing but your brand. Okay, so it might be the name, okay, it might be the term, it might be the design, and it might be the symbol. Okay, thumbs up. So when I'm saying thumbs up, directly, easily in your mind, you will get that thumbs up design, right? So thumbs up is nothing. It is a cold drink, right? But most of the time people are asking thumbs up. Okay, sometimes people are asking about Pepsi. Okay, so I can easily identify using that thumbs up. Okay, the logo with the thumbs up is that the thumbs up. I know that that is a thumbs up cold drink. The logo with the round shape, and then the made the Pepsi in between the ball. Okay, so that I can see easily the Pepsi. So basically, you can consider a brand as the idea or the image people have in mind when thinking about specific product, service, and activity of a company, both in a practical. Okay. So yeah, right, definitely. If I'm looking for a branded shoes, the picture coming to my mind is, okay, what are the branded? Nike that I know, the Adidas that I know, Puma that I know, okay, Bata I know, Woodland I know. Okay, so this is basically some picture develop and designs in my mind. Okay, the picture automatically comes into my mind. Okay, so basically, whenever we are saying the brand, okay, so a product can be easily copied by other players in the market. Okay, but the brand will always be unique. For example, Pepsi and Coca-Cola taste very similar. However, for some reason, some people feel more connected to Coca-Cola, others to the Pepsi. Okay, it is similar with the same thing. Okay, let's illustrate this again. Okay, with the water example. Okay, so in the water, we know the water test is same everywhere. Okay, पाण्यात के बदल आहे का पाण्यात कुठेच काही बदल नाही पाणी सगळीकडे सेम आहे. Okay, कुठल्याही water bottle मध्ये. Okay, might be the added minerals will change the small test. Okay, but almost everywhere we know that everywhere the water is almost same, but still how many brands are there? We know, right? Bisleri we know, Aquafina, Aqua I think the lot. Okay, even though the regional brands, even though the domestic brands are coming into the picture. Okay, Parley is also producing the water bottles. Okay, there are a lot of brands. Okay, they're using, okay, by their brand. Okay, but the content is similar. Okay, the water is similar for everyone. Okay, so brand is defining you from the others. Okay, specifically whenever you are doing something, okay, and trying to capture the market, okay, as much as you can, okay, and to establish your image into the market. Okay, so that is a brand. Okay, कधीही तुम्ही कुठले एक्झाम्पल घ्या, जर ते ब्रँड असेल तर डेफिनेटली पीपल, यू डोंट नीड टू do the more advertisement for it. Okay, have you ever seen a big like too much big holdings and advertisement for the big cars like Rolls Royce? Rolls Royce साठी किती जास्त advertisement होते, because that is a brand. Okay, and people are aware. Okay, so that the logo itself, it is suggesting the royalty of that brand. Okay, the royalness about that brand. So that is all about the brand is. Okay, so once you want to establish your brand, you should have a unique logo, unique design, okay, a unique picture, unique leveling style, or you should have a unique slogan or something. Okay, so that people can easily remember, and whenever the next time they go for buying something, okay, they will definitely ask that brand. Okay, for example, आपण जर आपलंच एक्झाम्पल घेतलं, आधी आपल्याला फक्त कोलगेट माहिती होतं, राईट? तर बेसिकली द टूथपेस्ट इट सेल्फ कोलगेट. ओके, लोकांनी काय केलं, टूथपेस्टलाच कोलगेट म्हणायला चालू केलं. ओके, म्हणजे ते कधीही केलं तर पीपल आर आस्किंग अबाउट द कोलगेट. टूथपेस्ट द्या म्हणत नाही आता. जनरली द पीपल स्टार्टेड सेइंग इट की हा टूथपेस्ट द्या, बट मॅक्सिमम टाइम काय होतं की पीपल आर ऑलवेज यूज टू से दॅट की कोलगेट द्या. ओके, इवन दो द निर्मा, ओके, द वॉशिंग पावडर, नोबडी इज सेइंग द वॉशिंग पावडर. ओके, सो ऑलमोस्ट वी आर ऑल आर सेइंग दॅट वॉशिंग पावडर. ओके, आपण डायरेक्टली जाऊन म्हणतोय ना निर्मा द्या. ओके, why is it so? Because they have created their own brand. Okay, and they have created themselves, the name itself a brand. Okay, now people have started saying ki washing powder द्या, मग कुठली आहे. Okay, then we have a lot of brand options available in the market. Okay, but so in this all scenarios, okay, so whenever Parleji, okay, the biscuit there, the Parleji, okay, Parleji there, okay, so biscuit, people are never asking me about the cookies. Okay, I need some cookies or I need some biscuits. Okay, people are directly asking Parleji. Okay, so people, whenever you are stabilized in the market, okay, and whenever your brand is known to the public, okay, आता पार्लेजी मध्ये तुम्ही जर टायगर दिला आणि एखाद्याला पार्लेजीचं इमेज माहिती की ती मुलगी आणि पार्लेजीचं नाव, तर डेफिनेटली एवढं असं नाही, हा नाही येतो, दुसरा द्या. ओके, म्हणजे एक सिंपल, एखादा जर शिकलेला माणूस नसेल, ओके, द समवन हु इज इलिटरेट, ओके, द इलिटरेट पर्सन इवन ऑल्सो द आयडेंटिफाय द डिफरन्स, कारण की त्याने ते चित्र बघितलेलं आहे, त्याने तो ब्रँड बघितलेला आहे. ओके, ओके, तो लोगो बघितलेला आहे, तो इझिली सांगेल नाही नाही नाही, हे नाही, हे नाही, हे नाही, हे नाही, ते दुसरं द्या, पार्लेजी ते मागे ठेवलेलं. ओके, सो दॅट इज हाऊ द पीपल कॅन रिमेंबर यू. Okay, and if you want to make them remember your brand, okay, so you should have a good logo. Okay, एखादा असं चांगला लोगो असलं पाहिजे की people easily understand की अरे हा तुमचा प्रोडक्ट आहे, and people will ask it before asking for anything. दुसरं काही विचारण्यापेक्षा डायरेक्टली ते तुम्हाला विचारतील. Okay, so that is what about branding. Okay, so now let's come to the trademark. Okay, the definition book आपण, this is a bookish definition of trademark. Okay, nothing worry about it. Okay, just असं काही important नाही. So what is a trademark? So a trademark is a word, phrase, okay, a word, right? Word असू शकतो, okay, then phrase असू शकते, symbol असू शकतो, design असू शकते, or a combination of this that identifies the distinguishes the source of goods of a one party from those of others. Okay, तर बघा, जसं मी सांगितलं, वॉचेस सगळ्यांचे आहेत, कार सगळ्यांचे आहेत, पण प्रत्येक कारची काहीतरी डिझाईन वेगळी, राईट, सिम्बॉल वेगळा आहे. ओके, त्याच्यासाठी जे काही नाव युज केले ते वेगळे. ओके, सो ट्रेडमार्क काय करतं, एका पर्टिक्युलर ग्रुपला काय करतं, बेसिकली कुठल्याही ग्रुपला ते डिस्टिंग्विशेस फ्रॉम द अदर सोर्स. डिस्टिंग्विशेस म्हणजे इतरांपेक्षा वेगळं दाखवण्याचा प्रयत्न करतो. ओके, सो फॉर एक्झाम्पल आपण जर म्हटलं की मॅकडोनल्ड झालं, दॅट इज अ वर्ड, राईट, देन नायके झालं, हेड अँड शोल्डर झालं. ओके, सो दिस आर द लाईक trademark words. Okay, like your Maggie, your Nike, your Adidas, your Coca-Cola, your Tata. Okay, so whatever it is there, okay, These are the trademark words. Okay? So for example, these are the words. Okay. Then also we know that like phrases. Okay. So what are the examples of the phrases? So basically, you will see that. Okay, that's hot. Okay, things fall apart. You cannot be serious. Okay, so these are the things. Okay, that you can say that. Okay, these are the different phrases. Okay. So these are the basically the phrase example of the phrases. Okay, the symbol, you know that the McDonald's symbol, you know that the other symbols. Okay. Then design and then combination of this might be the design and combination of this. Okay, the other okay, like we can take an example of Nike. Okay, Nike itself is saying that Nike मध्ये काय की जस्ट डू इट. ओके, म्हणजे वरती एक लाईन आहे, एक टिक आहे, राईट ची टिक मार्क आहे, त्याच्यानंतर काय वरती त्याच्यात काय नाव आहे नायकी अँड देन खाली एक लाईन पण लिहितात ते. ओके, जस्ट डू इट. ओके, सो दिस इज द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ वर्ड, फ्रेज अँड सिम्बॉल. ओके, सो ऑल थिंग्स कॉल्ड एज अ ट्रेडमार्क. म्हणजे एखादी वस्तू तुम्हाला एखाद्यावरती जो ब्रँड दिसतो, एखादा लोगो दिसतो, एखादं नाव दिसतं, एखादं सिम्बॉल दिसतं, जे काही असेल, ओके, ते सगळ्यांना काय म्हणतात? ट्रेडमार्क म्हणतात. जसं की आता बघा, आता शर्ट मध्ये जर गेला आपण तर युएस पोलोचे शर्ट्स असतात. युएस पोलोचे शर्ट मध्ये जेव्हा ते एका राईट साइडला नेहमी जेव्हा पॉकेट असते, त्या पॉकेटवरती काय असतं? एक एम्ब्रॉयडरी केलेलं काय असतं? एक माणूस दिसतो जो पोलो खेळतोय. ओके, आणि खाली नाव असतं युएस पोलो. ओके, सो बेसिकली दॅट इज ऑल्सो द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ डिझाईन अँड ट्रेडमार्क. ओके, दॅट इज नथिंग बट युअर ट्रेडमार्क. त्याला तुमचं बेसिकली आपण म्हणतो ट्रेडमार्क. ओके, सो evaluation of trademark. आता ट्रेडमार्क कसं आलं? ओके, सो फॉर्मेशन ऑफ ट्रेडमार्क्स ऍक्ट. ओके, सो दॅट वी ऑलरेडी सीन की ट्रेडमार्क कधी आलं, काय आलं. ओके, सो बट जस्ट गिव्हिंग यू द मोर ब्रीफ व्यू अबाउट इट. ओके, सो थोडासा ब्रीफ व्यू बघू आपण काय. सो फॉर्मेशन ऑफ ट्रेडमार्क्स ऍक्ट. ओके, कधी झालं? सो ट्रेडमार्क ऍक्ट 1940 started with the 1940. Then earlier it was governed by the common law. ओके, बेसिकली कॉमन लॉ, सगळ्याच गोष्टींसाठी एक सेम लॉ होता. त्यात ट्रेडमार्क पण यायचं. ओके, एक छोटासा टॉपिक असेल ट्रेडमार्क म्हणून, असं ट्रेडमार्क साठी स्पेसिफिक ऍक्ट. ओके, देन दे कम अप विथ द ट्रेडमार्क अमेंडमेंट ऍक्ट. आता ट्रेडमार्क मध्ये चेंजेस चालू केले त्यांनी 1940. लाईक एज 1942 ला चेंजेस मार्क काही केले, 1943 ला केले, 1946 ला केले, 1951 ला केले. अमेंडमेंट आपण एखाद्या ह्याच्यासाठी करतो की जर एखादी केस अशी आली मार्केटमध्ये की त्या केससाठी कुठलाही प्रोव्हिजन नाही लॉ मध्ये. ओके, भरपूर वेळेस बघतो आपण, आता भरपूर केसेस येतात गव्हर्नमेंटमध्ये पण की एखाद्या जर नाबालिक मुलाने एखादं मर्डर केलं, की जसं की त्याचं 18 वर्ष वय आहे. ओके, मग काय होतं, बऱ्याच वेळेस तो नाबालिक म्हणून सुटू शकतो. ओके, इज बिकॉज मायनर. ओके, पण त्या केसमध्ये मग गव्हर्नमेंट काय करतं की असं काहीतरी एखादी नवीन सिच्युएशन ऍड करते किंवा असं अमेंडमेंट करतं ऍक्ट मध्ये की त्यालाही काय झालं पाहिजे, सजा मिळाली पाहिजे. म्हणजे बाकीची लोक काय करतील की त्या लूप होल जो असतो, ओके, जो पळवाट असते, त्या पळवाटेमधनं काय करणं, फायदा घेणार नाही लोक, गैरफायदा बेसिकली घेणार. ओके, ओके, सो प्रत्येक याच्यासाठी अमेंडमेंट, वाय वी डू अमेंडमेंट, सो इट इज नथिंग बट युअर फॉर द बेसिकली अंडरस्टँडिंग द इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ इट. ओके, त्याला तुम्ही चेंजेस काय करता आणि मग त्याला कसं यूज करता. ओके, सो ट्रेडमार्क्स ऍक्ट 1940 वॉज रिप्लेस बाय द ट्रेड अँड मर्चंडाइज ऍक्ट 1958 नुसार काय केलं त्यांनी, त्याला रिप्लेस केलं. ओके, सो ट्रेडमार्क ऍक्ट 1999. ओके, सो ट्रेडमार्क ऍक्ट 1999. ओके, तर ट्रेडमार्क ऍक्ट 1999 जो आला, जो करंटली आपण यूज करतो. ओके, सो दॅट इज व्हॉट वी आर युजिंग इट. ओके, विच इज लाईक formed on 30th December 1999, was assigned by the प्राईम मिनिस्टर, प्रेसिडेंटने काय केलं, असाइन केलं त्याला, म्हणजे त्याने काही संमती दिली, जो की आपण करंटली यूज करतो, विच इज अ ट्रेडमार्क ऍक्ट 1999. ओके, आय होप दिस स्लाइड इज क्लिअर, द इव्होल्युशन ऑफ ट्रेडमार्क. ओके, नाउ लेट्स चेक अबाउट द डिफरंट ट्रेडमार्क्स. आता कुठले कुठले ट्रेडमार्क्स असतात? सो सगळ्यात पहिलं कन्व्हेन्शनल ट्रेडमार्क. इट इन्क्लुड्स लेटर, न्यूमरल्स, वर्ड्स अँड पिक्चर्स. ओके, म्हणजे शब्द, वर्ड्स, लेटर्स म्हणजे सिम्बॉल, लाईक द ए बी सी डी, दॅट इज द लेटर्स. ओके, न्यूमरल्स, आता न्यूमरल्स म्हणजे नंबर्स. ओके, न्यूमरल्स म्हणजे सिम्पल नंबर्स. आता काही नंबर्स पण असतात. ओके, सांकेतिक किंवा अंकजी भाषा म्हणतो आपण. ओके, तर बेसिकली न्यूमरल्स पण असतात. ओके, सो कन्व्हेन्शनल ट्रेडमार्क्स इट इन्क्लुड्स काय काय इन्क्लूड असतात कन्व्हेन्शनल मध्ये. सो लेटर्स ABCD जे काय असतं अल्फाबेट, न्यूमरल्स, नंबर्स, वर्ड्स आणि पिक्चर्स पण असतात. ओके, देन अनकन्व्हेन्शनल ट्रेडमार्क. ओके, अनकन्व्हेन्शनल ट्रेडमार्क्स कुठले असतात? सो कलर ट्रेडमार्क, ओके, साऊंड मार्क्स, देन पॅकेजिंग ट्रेडमार्क, देन होलोग्राम्स अँड शेप ऑफ गुड्स. ओके, आता हे बघणारच आहोत आपण वन बाय वन. ओके, before like jumping into this, okay, so there are basically two different types असतात. The one is your conventional trademark and it includes तुमचे letters असतात, तुमचे numerals म्हणजे numbers असतात, तुमचे words असतात किंवा pictures असतात. आणि पुढची गोष्ट काय की unconventional trademark. Okay, so it includes काय include केलेलं आहे याच्यात? The color trademarks, sound trademark, packaging trademark, holograms and shape of goods. Okay, so this is how like we can say the unconventional trademark. Okay, so let's jump into the color trademark. आता color trademarks म्हणजे काय? So single color. Okay, a very unusual and peculiar in a trade and can be recognized by traders and consumers. Okay, like a purple color of Cadbury in chocolate products category. ओके, पर्पल कलरची कॅडबरी. ओके, असं लिमिटेड आता एखादाच कलर युज केलाय. ओके, सो दॅट इज अ सिंगल कलर म्हणजे सेम कलर. ओके, ओके, सो सिंगल कलर आपण त्याला काय म्हणतो? सिंगल कलर ट्रेडमार्क. ओके, सो यू कॅन इझिली से दॅट की सिंगल कलर ट्रेडमार्क आपण काय करू शकतो? यूज करू शकतो. ओके, किंवा मग तुम्ही बघू शकता की फेरेरो रोस्टर एक चॉकलेट आहे बघा, फेरेरो रोस्टर. ओके, दॅट इज ऑल्सो द एक्झाम्पल ऑफ अ सिंगल कलर ट्रेडमार्क. ओके, जसं की ते गोल्डन अँड ब्राऊन कलरचं जे असतं. ओके, गोल्डन कलर आणि खाली ब्राऊन कलरचे आणि खाली गोल्डन कलरचे त्याला फॉईल असतो. ओके, सो दॅट इज द your example for the color trademark. Okay, the single color trademark. Okay, so very unusual, okay, and peculiar in the trade and can be recognized by the traders, okay, and the consumers. Okay, example, the purple color of Cadbury in a chocolate products, okay, category. Okay, so that is also the one example. Another example, as I already said, the Ferrero Rocher combination of a golden and brown chocolate. Okay, बघा नेहमी गोल्डन फेरेरो रोशर चॉकलेट आपण बघितलं तर वरती ब्राऊन कलरचं चॉकलेट असतं आणि खाली गोल्डन कलरचं त्याला रॅपर असतं. ओके, so that is called as a your single color. Okay, then combination of colors. Okay, simple single color तर आपल्याला कळलं. Okay, okay, so combination of color trademarks. Okay, ते कुठले असतात बघा. आता ते बघा काय डिपेंड्स ऑन द युनिकनेस अँड व्हॉट दे आर अपील टू. कशासाठी बनवले आणि ते काय करतात. ओके, सो द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ कलर ट्रेडमार्क इन इंडिया. ओके, तर बघा ब्लॅक अँड व्हाईट कलरचे लोक बघितले असतील तुम्ही कधी. सो लाईक फॉर एक्झाम्पल फ्लिपकार्ट बघा, कोको कोला बघा. ओके, सो कोको कोलाचा सिम्बॉल कसं असतो? मॅक्सिमम वेळेस रेड कलरचा असतो, राईट? द सिंगल कलर आय वुड से. ओके, सिंगल कलरचा तो झाला. ओके, कॉम्बिनेशन मध्ये जसं फ्लिपकार्ट बघा, येलो आणि पिंक, किंवा अमेझॉन बघा तुम्ही. ओके, सो बेसिकली the word marks constituted by names of the colors. Okay, so it depends on the combination of colors. Okay, it depends on uniqueness and the what they are appealed to. Okay, so word marks constituted by the names of the colors. Okay, that is what the color trademarks. Okay, the single color असतात, combination of colors असतात, आणि word marks constituted by the names of colors. Okay, colors चे नेम असतात, जसं की फ्लिपकार्ट वगैरे झालं तुमचं. Okay, so this is about the color trademarks. Okay, then just give me a second. Okay, the sound marks. Okay, so example, the trademarks may consist of a sound and represented by a series of musical notes which are without words. Okay, trademark may consist of a sound and represented by a series of musical notes which are without words. With words or without words. Okay, right. So basically, the sound marks are related to any particular organizations. Okay, where they have created the particular sound. Okay, and it depends on the whether the sound has become a distinctive sign. Okay, example, musical tone of Kingfisher. Kingfisher एक musical tone है. Okay, the similar way, I think, let me show you one example. Okay, just give me a second, guys. Okay. Okay, so let me share you the one video which is specifically for the, so you know this thing, right? Very well, you know this tune very well.
That's cool. Hey, do you want to hear this? It's nice. You want to add something more? Live in the dream, live in the hope, let the rhythm take control. Live in this day, live in it now, live the moment right now. Intel. Live every moment.
Okay. Okay, so specifically, we seen that, right? The Airtel tune, okay, the new Nokia phone tune even, right? We have seen these are the sound marks. Okay, have you ever seen like this? Okay, we never thought about it. Okay, but the sound marks are also there. Okay, so we seen that, right? If you like switch on any phone, okay, so every phone has a particular kind of a tone. Okay, जब तुम इस phone switch off करता है switch on करता है like sound दिसतो. Okay, किंवा एअरटेल झाला तर एअरटेलचं ट्यून जर तुम्हाला कोणी ऐकवली, okay, so you can easily identify की एअरटेल साठी ट्यून आहे. Okay, so that is called as the sound marks. त्याला काय म्हणतात basically sound mark म्हणतो. Okay, so trademark may consist of a sound, okay, and represented by a series of musical notes with or without words. Okay, आता बघा एअरटेल मध्ये काही वर्ड्स पण नाही जास्त, एअरटेलच्या ट्यून मध्ये वर्ड नाहीये, पण तरी पण that is a thing. Okay, every single brand, okay, has their own tune, something is there, okay, in that thing. Okay, so depends on the whether the sound has become the distinctive sign. Okay, म्हणजे एक वेगळं identification देतं sound त्यांना. Okay, so that is nothing but your sound marks. Okay, for example, the musical tone of Kingfisher that we seen just recently, which is the Airtel tune. Okay, Airtelची जी ट्यून आपण बघितली तर तीही काय sound mark, त्याला it is nothing but your sound mark. You can create your own sound mark too. Okay, तुम्ही तुमची sound mark बनवू शकता एखाद्या प्रोडक्ट साठी. Okay, perfect. Okay, then next thing, the packaging trademark. Okay, so what is mean by the packaging trademark? So according to the packages, also a product can be distinguished and that can be treated as a trademark. Okay, म्हणजे पूर्ण पॅकेजिंगच त्याला आपण ट्रेडमार्क म्हणतो. डेअरी मिल्कची बघा, तर ही एक जुनी इमेज आहे, पण डेअरी मिल्क ऑलमोस्ट सेम काइंड ऑफ मध्ये पॅकेजिंग करतो प्रत्येक प्रोडक्ट साठी. ओके, नॉट ओनली द डेअरी मार्क. ओके, तर पॅकेजिंग ट्रेडमार्क मध्ये भरपूर सारे एक्झाम्पल आपल्याला घेता येतील. ओके, जसे की आता आपण बघितलं, ऍज आय ऑलरेडी सेड, द पार्लेजी. ओके, तर पार्लेजी एक स्वतःच त्याच्यानुसार काय दिसतं, ऑलरेडी पॅकेजिंग मध्ये पार्लेजी आपल्याला दिसतं. ओके, फॉर एक्झाम्पल लाईक पूर्ण आपण कोको कोलाची जर बॉटल बघितली, ओके, कोको कोलाच्या बॉटल वरती पण आपल्याला काय दिसतं, भरपूर वेळेस पॅकेजिंग ट्रेडमार्क दिसतो. ओके, देन ऑल्सो वी कॅन से, ओके, इंडियन मध्ये आणखी काय, तर कुठलाही ब्रँड घ्या, बघा मोठा ब्रँड घ्या, त्याच्यामध्ये पॅकेजिंग ट्रेडमार्क म्हणजे जे पूर्ण रॅपर तुमचं जे काही असतं, दॅट इट सेल्फ कॉल्ड ॲज अ पॅकेजिंग ट्रेडमार्क. ओके, इट सेल्फ इट इज अ प्रोडक्ट कॅन बी डिस्टिंग्विश्ड अँड दॅट कॅन बी ट्रीटेड ॲज अ ट्रेडमार्क. ओके, जे पॅकेजिंग केलेलं असते पर्टिक्युलर टाईपचं पॅकेजिंग असतं. ओके, जसं फ्रुटीचं पॅकेजिंग आहे. ओके, इट सेल्फ फ्रुटी पॅकेजिंग इट सेल्फ ट्रेडमार्क. ओके, म्हणजे फ्रुटीचा लोगो ट्रेडमार्क वगैरे दॅट इज फाईन, दॅट इज अन डिझाईन ऑर लोगो एनिथिंग दॅट इज फाईन. ओके, बट itself it is a color blue like pink, yellow colored, okay, and then use the proper mango and then sliced mango and everything, that is a trademark of their own. Okay, so that is a packaging trademark. Okay, so according to the packages, okay, also a product can be distinguished and that can be treated as a trademark. Okay, so itself we can call it as a trademark. Okay, so this, I hope this might be the clear. Okay, right? Okay, fine. Then moving ahead with the next thing is holograms. Okay, this is the word, okay, that we heard, okay, most of the time. Hologram specifically you might heard related to the, आपण बेसिकली हा सोन्या बिण्याच्या बाबतीत म्हणजे सोनं वगैरे होलोग्राम पाहिजे सोन्यावरती. ओके, हे सगळं आपण बघितलं असेल. ओके, so what is mean by holograms and why we use it? Okay, so hologram म्हणजे एक another kind of a trademark. Okay, trademarkच असतो. Okay, that is defining the quality of the product. Productची क्वालिटी काय ते डिफाइन करण्याचं काम hologram करतो. Okay, for example, if holograms are capable of distinguishing the goods or the services on one undertaking from those of the others undertaking and are capable to representing them graphically, then they can be used as a trademarks. Okay, basically as I already said, okay, hologram म्हणजे काय, it is nothing but your hologram is a kind of a distinguished definition. Okay, जसं की सोन्याच्या याच्यावरती जर बघितलं तुम्ही तर hologram असतो. ओके, hologram बऱ्याच ठिकाणी असतो, आपण बघितले, राईट? सो specifically we use the hologram. Okay, so hologram is also like it is a trademark. Okay, one which is like service, that is a uniquely identifying and commercial origin of goods and services. Okay, so आपण म्हणतो ना hologram असेल सोन्याच्या दागिन्यावरती तर it might be the best thing. ओके, बऱ्याच वेळेस आपण म्हणतो. किंवा मग बघा आता एखादा प्रोडक्ट असतो, ओके, साबण असते, एखाद्या साबणावरती एखादा शेप कव्हर केलं, सो दॅट इज ऑल्सो द होलोग्राम. ओके, so it is specifically we can say it's a non-conventional here. Okay, and then accordingly the hologram, it currently it is not there. Okay, so motion mark we can say, okay, it's called as the hologram yet. Okay, so hologram is also called, we can call it as a trademark. Okay, is one of the ways the hologram serves the purpose of the trademark. It is also like working as a trademark only, hologram. Okay, mass वेगळं काही काम करत नाही, but hologram is also the another kind of a thing. Okay, okay. The next thing is the shape of goods, right? So shape can also be used as a trademark if it can be represented graphically. Okay, एक graphically ग्राफच्या माध्यमातून हे जर दाखवत असेल आपण तर we can call it as a shape of good is also trademark. याला trademark आपण म्हणू शकतो. Okay, but there are certain cases where the shape cannot be used as a trademark. पण सगळीकडेच आपण शेप म्हणून ट्रेडमार्क यूज नाही करू शकत. ओके, कुठल्याही प्रोडक्टचा शेप आहे त्याला ट्रेडमार्क म्हणून यूज नाही करू शकत. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, द शेप रिझल्ट फ्रॉम द नेचर ऑफ अ गुड्स इटसेल्फ. ओके, एखाद्या नेचर, त्या गुडच्या नेचरमुळे, त्या गुड्समुळेच एखाद्या गोष्टीचा शेप आला असेल तर आपण त्याला ट्रेडमार्क म्हणू शकत नाही. ओके, देन शेप नेसेसरी टू ऑब्टेन द टेक्निकल रिझल्ट. ओके, की एखादा शेप आहे तो याच्यासाठी बनवला जातो की त्याच्याकडनं टेक्निकली त्याचा रिझल्ट असेल पाहिजे. जसं की एखादी औषधाची बॉटल असते, ओके, एखादी गोळ्याची पॅकेजिंग असते, ती याच्यासाठी अशी बनवली जाते की त्या गोळ्या तेवढ्या सुरक्षित राहाव्यात म्हणून. ओके, बिकॉज इट इज अ नेसेसरी. ओके, नेसेसिटी असते. ओके, okay, so that is a one thing. Okay, another thing like shape which gives the substantial value of goods. Okay, So which helping the goods, okay? The shape मुळे काय झालं value आली, okay? So it is all about the okay, so itself, okay? So basically it is a substantial way, okay? So like it should be the give the substantial value of goods म्हणजे अचानकच एखादी value वाढणं, okay? So that is the shape of goods, okay? So as I already shared, right? The first thing is the shape results from the nature of a goods itself. Like for example, any shape of good is necessary, okay, right? So any shape that is a result from the nature of goods themselves cannot be trademarked. So, okay, the basis of this clause is to keep free of exclusively any basic shapes goods to use by the public. Okay, so the public can easily use it. Okay, right. The second we see in that, right, shape necessary to obtain a technical result. For example, any shape, okay, of a good that is necessary to obtain the technical result cannot be trademarked. Okay, hence any shape, okay, which consists exclusively of the shape and product that are attributable of the technical result cannot be trademarked. Okay. Okay, if somebody is saying pyramid, okay, pyramid, we know that pyramid is a kind of triangle only. Okay, so I cannot say that is the my pyramid is the my trademark. Okay, because it is a natural shape, right? So example like logo was the owner, okay, of a trademark of a three-dimensional shape of a red logo bricks. Okay, so mega brands applied to the have a logo trademarks, okay, declared invalid by the basis of the shape of the brick was necessary to obtain a technical result. Okay, so that is how like it works. Okay, and then the next thing that we have seen like shape which gives you the substantial value of a goods. Okay, substantial means a very large value. Okay, for example, okay, so the basis behind not providing the trademark protection to the shape that gives substantial value of the goods is excluded the aesthetic shapes, okay, from the trademark registration. Okay, thus like any shape that appeals to the eye compared to the common shape of a product cannot be trademarked. Okay, as the test of determining substantial value of a goods, okay, what compels the customer to select the particular shape over completing a shape and leaving aside any value attributable. Do the okay, so there are like a shape of goods that we have seen. Okay, so shape can be okay, but excluding the below three situations. Okay, so shape results from the nature of goods itself, shape necessary to obtain a technical results, and then shape was gives the substantial value of the goods. Okay, so in this case you cannot call them as a shape of goods. Okay, or a trademark. Okay, so few trademark example like a symbol, right? The Nike symbol is there, the McDonald's symbol is there, and designs. Okay, the Pepsi design. See the design of the bottle itself, the packaging itself, a trademark. Okay, we can call it as a full thing trademark. Okay, this is also the trademark. The logo of the Pepsi that I can also say the trademark, but the packaging itself a trademark. Okay, no one can change it. Okay, so like I want to start my own business. मला माझं Pepsi च्या ऐवजी मी केप्सी केलं, मी पीच्या ऐवजी फक्त इथं के केलं. ओके, अँड इफ आय स्टार्टेड सेइंग दॅट केप्सी, ओके, आणि मी सेम ठेवलं, कलर सेम ठेवला, मी लोगो सेम ठेवला, मी फक्त इथे ह्या लोगोला त्यांचं जे कलर कॉम्बिनेशन आहे चेंज द कलर कॉम्बिनेशन लिटल बिट. ओके, बट आय कांट डू दॅट बिकॉज इट इज ऑलरेडी रजिस्टर्ड बाय समवन. हे ऑलरेडी कोणीतरी रजिस्टर केलेलं असतं कुठेतरी. ओके, सो दॅट इज द ट्रेडमार्क एक्झाम्पल्स. ओके, तुम्ही यूज नाही करू शकत. इफ समबडी इज युजिंग दिस काइंड ऑफ साइन, ओके, reverse केलं, उलट केलं असं, so you cannot use the same sign, okay, for the trademark. Okay, so the functions of trademark, okay, the origin function, choice function, quality function, marketing function, and then इकॉनॉमिक फंक्शन. ओके, तर व्हॉट आर द फंक्शन्स ऑफ ट्रेडमार्क. ओके, द फंक्शन्स ऑफ ट्रेडमार्क काय आणि ते कशासाठी यूज होतात तर बघा, सगळ्यात पहिलं फंक्शन्स काय ट्रेडमार्कचं. ओके, what are the different functions of trademarks? Okay, the first thing, the origin functions. Okay, so specifically whenever I'm saying the functions of trademark, okay, so it is the origin of the origin function. Okay, so from where it is originated. Okay, basically from where it is originated, that we have seen. Okay, the functions of trademark. Okay, so the origin functions. Okay, okay, just give me a second. Okay, so okay, so the functions of trademark. Okay, what are the different functions of the trademark? The very first thing, origin functions. Okay, why it is important? Because this is the one of the most important function. Okay, that a trademark performs is to serve as a source of information to the customer as to identification of a source of origin or a product. Okay, the trademark is an abbreviated condition of suggesting the full set of the qualities of a product. Okay, so what is the origin? Okay, what is the originally the product is belongs to? Okay, and where it is came from? Okay, that is what is nothing but your originative function. Okay, so for example, like the indication of the origin function has been transformed in a modern times through the brand registration. Okay, so whether it is belongs to the original thing or whether it is belongs to the another thing. Okay, it is called as the origin function. Then choice function. Okay, why choice function? Because see, if it's my own right, if I'm a customer, okay, and I went to a shop, okay, and I want to buy a Coca-Cola, so I directly say no, I want a Coca-Cola. Okay, I cannot say anything else. Okay, if I say I need like a soft drink, okay, soft drink may be a lot. Okay, but if I'm choosing any particular thing, okay, me there specifically सांगितलं मला Coca-Cola हवे, that is a choice function. Okay, to trademark gives me that thing. Okay, मला माहिती की Coca-Cola कशी दिसतीये, Coca-Colaचा logo काय, तर definitely I will go ahead with the choice function. Okay, so I don't need to even though the think about it. Okay, so I can directly go and I can choose the product. Okay, whatever I want. Okay, so I don't need to think about it much. Okay, मला विचार करण्याचीच गरज नाही पडणार, कारण की if I am very clear about the choice, okay, and if I'm very clear about the product, okay, and the brand name and the trademark, okay, so I can directly go and I pick up that particular thing. Okay, आता आपण बेसिकली जर एखाद्या मॉल मध्ये गेलो तर आपल्याला जर तर आपण डेफिनेटली कोकोकोला घेणार, आपण दुसऱ्या ड्रिंक कडे बघणारही नाही, बिकॉज दॅट इज अ चॉईस. ओके, दॅट इज माय ओन चॉईस अँड दॅट इज द वन फंक्शन ऑफ अ ट्रेडमार्क, कारण की चॉईस मिळते. देन क्वालिटी फंक्शन, डेफिनेटली क्वालिटी फंक्शन का, कारण की जेव्हा मी कुठलाही ब्रँड खरेदी करतो, ट्रेडमार्क कधी होतं जेव्हा ब्रँड होतो. ब्रँड केव्हा होतो, जेव्हा एखादा प्रोडक्ट परफेक्ट असतो. ओके, सो स्पेसिफिकली वेन एव्हर आय एम गोइंग, ओके, सो आय एम एक्झॅक्टली गोइंग अबाउट द क्वालिटी. ओके, सो मला जर माहिती की एखादा ब्रँड आहे तर मला टाटाचा एखादा प्रोडक्ट दिसतो तर मी करणार क्वालिटी. ओके, द सिमिलर मॅनर मध्ये मी जर क्लोथ्स खरेदीसाठी गेलो तर मी म्हटलं युएस पोलो, इट्स अ ब्रँड राईट. मी जर रॅडो घेतलं, ओके, मी जर तुमचं रोलेक्स घेतलं तर दॅट इज अ ब्रँड राईट. सो आय गेट द क्वालिटी मिळते मला. लाईक टेक एन एक्झाम्पल ऑफ अमूल बटर. ओके, अमूल बटर जरी घेतलं तर दॅट इज अ डिफरंट क्वालिटी राईट. सो दॅट इज अ क्वालिटी फंक्शन. ओके, सो वेन एव्हर आय एम रजिस्टरिंग माय ट्रेडमार्क आय हॅव टू गिव्ह यू दॅट क्वालिटी प्रोव्हाइड करावं लागतं. ओके, दॅट इज अ क्वालिटी फंक्शन. द थर्ड सेकंड इज द मार्केटिंग फंक्शन. राईट, ॲज आय ऑलरेडी सेड, वन्स यू एस्टॅब्लिश युअर ब्रँड, ओके, तुम्ही ट्रेडमार्क एस्टॅब्लिश केला, ब्रँड केला. ओके, असं कधी होतंय का मॅकडोनल्ड घर तुमच्या घरी येऊन जाहिरात करते, पेपरमध्ये न्यूज देते की अरे मॅकडोनल्ड ओपन झालं. Okay, they just put their holders some banners and the people started going there. Okay, सिम्पल. मार्केटिंग करण्यासाठी मला एवढी गरजच पडत नाही. दॅट इज ऑल्सो द फंक्शन ऑफ ट्रेडमार्क. ओके, सो एकदा मी माझा लोगो लावून टाकला की द पीपल स्टार्टेड रिकग्नायझिंग मी. लोक लगे ओळखायला लागतात, अरे ह्या ब्रँड्स आहे, त्या ब्रँड्स आहे, अरे कोको कोला आहे, अरे पेप्सी आहे, ओके, माझं आहे, फॅन्टा आहे. ओके, सो दिस आर द मार्केटिंग फंक्शन. सिम्पल. कुठल्याही टर्म मध्ये जर गेलो आपण विचारायला जर गेलो तर मार्केटिंग फंक्शन इज नथिंग बट इट इज हेल्पिंग यू टू डू द मार्केट. ओके, टू ग्रॅब द मार्केट, अचीव द marketing growth. Okay, that substantial growth that we can use, okay, that we can get through the marketing function. Okay, म्हणजे कुठलाही ब्रँड मला जर मार्केटमध्ये असेल तर लोक काय करतात, एक ब्रँड बनवतात. ओके, and the brand they market it. Okay, so then need to spend a lot of money, okay, for like advertising it. Okay, the famous झाली एखादी गोष्ट, the people started going there. Okay, so you have to create for that reason. It is a function of trademark. Okay, so the marketing is one of the function and economic function. Definitely तुम्ही जर एखादी, आता suppose McDonald is basically from the US, right? But still in India they have a lot of franchises given. Okay, so that is also like using their own identity, using their own name or something. Okay, we are using their formula too. Okay, and then we are earning a lot of money. तो जो पैसा आपण कमवतो, की दॅट इज अ युअर इकॉनॉमिक फंक्शन. म्हणजे कुठलाही ट्रेडमार्क एकदा बनला आणि लोकांना कळलं की अरे हे मार्क आहे, लोक ऑटोमॅटिकली ती गोष्ट परचेस करतात. ओके, अँड वन्स पीपल स्टार्टेड परचेसिंग इट, डेफिनेटली कंपनी स्टार्टेड अर्निंग अ मनी. लोकांना काय पैसे मिळायला चालू होतात. ओके, सो दॅट इज अ बेसिफिकली द importance of the trademark. Okay, so origin function, okay, the originality, okay, where it came from, which is exactly the brand, okay, who is the manufacturer, that is we came to know. Then choice function, it's depend on it's absolutely a choice of the customer. They can directly reach out to you for the particular kind of product. Okay, instead of like roaming here and there and being themselves confused. Okay, they were just going ahead and then asking you for the choice of function. Okay, so what exactly they want. Okay, then quality function, definitely as a brand I have to produce a quality goods. Okay, so people can remember me for a long period. Okay, then marketing function, if my product is itself a brand. Okay, so people can start easily starting word of mouth, or they can going and purchasing it. And then economic function is nothing but you are earning the money. Okay, giving the franchises to the people. Okay, and using your own symbol to the living others business. Okay, so that is all about the functions of trademark. So these are the couple of functions that we have seen. Okay, then why protect a trademark? Okay, आता हे एक इम्पॉर्टंट गोष्ट आहे की why protect trademark. ट्रेडमार्क प्रोटेक्ट करण्याची गरज का वाटते आपल्याला सगळ्यांना? का ट्रेडमार्क प्रोटेक्ट केलं पाहिजे? Why we need to protect a trademark? Why trademark rights need to protect it? Okay, why? Okay, the very first thing, trademarks are protected under the federal and state law. Okay, म्हणजे प्रत्येक गव्हर्नमेंट नुसार आपण काय करतो? प्रोटेक्ट करतो. ओके, का प्रोटेक्ट करतो आपण? The reason behind that protecting a trademark. Okay, so nobody should copy. Okay, nobody should use it. ओके, कोणीतरी तुमचा फायदा नाही घेतला पाहिजे म्हणून आपण काय करतो? ट्रेडमार्क प्रोटेक्ट करतो. ओके, सो ट्रेडमार्क्स आर अर्न नॉट बॉर्न. आपण एक व्हिडिओ बघितला बघा, त्यांनी काय केलं, विचार केला, आधी खूप सारा विचार केला, काय ट्रेडमार्क करायचं, काय ठेवायचं, काय ठेवायचं. नंतर ते आलं टू लिव्ह. ओके, ते ट्रेडमार्क आलं. सो इट इज नॉट बॉर्न. जन्मलेला नसतो, तो बनवलेला असतो. ओके, हे जे काही ब्रँडेड ऑर्गनायझेशन झाले, जे काही ट्रेडमार्क झाले, ओके, ते काही असेच नाही झाले, एक दोन दिवसात नाही झाले. ओके, they has to suffer a lot of things. Okay, they have to spend a lot of time, lot of money against it. Okay, कुठलीही गोष्ट भरपूर सारा पैसे त्यांना द्यावा लागले त्या एका गोष्टीसाठी. ओके, सो दॅट इज नथिंग बट युअर ट्रेडमार्क. ओके, इट इज अर्न बट नॉट बॉर्न. ओके, जन्मलेला नसतो, तुम्हाला मिळवावं लागतो. ओके, सक्सेस आपण म्हणतो एखाद्या कंपनीचा सक्सेस. ओके, आपल्याला फक्त ब्रँड समोर दिसतो, पण त्या कंपनीचं किती स्ट्रगल आहे बिहाइंड द सीन. ओके, दॅट वी नेव्हर सी. आपण कधीच बघत नाही की किती त्या कंपनीनं हाऊ मच स्ट्रगल दे हॅव डन. ओके, okay, in their past, okay, like how much things they have done. Okay, सगळ्यांना एक्झाम्पल माहिती मॅगीचं, राईट. मॅगी एक असा मोठा सध्याचा मार्केट शेअर आहे मॅगीचा की जो ऑलमोस्ट 57%. ओके, 57% मार्केट शेअर आहे मॅगीचा नूडल्स मार्केटमध्ये. विचार करा, एक वेळ अशी होती की मॅगीनं काय केलं होतं की गव्हर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडियाने त्यांचे प्रोडक्शन बंद केलं होतं, इवन दो दे बॅन्ड मॅगी फ्रॉम द इंडियन मार्केट बिकॉज ऑफ सम अनवॉन्टेड कंटेंट इन देअर स्पाइस. ओके, त्यांच्या मसाल्यात काहीतरी अनवॉन्टेड कंटेंट होतं. त्या म्हणजे आपण म्हणतो ना टेस्टर, मॅगीचं जे मेन टेस्टर असतं, जे मसाला तुम्ही टाकतो त्याला टेस्टर म्हणतात. ओके, सो एक पिरियड असा होता की दे वर नॉट इवन अ 0% ऑन अ सेल. ओके, 0%, कारण की गव्हर्नमेंटने बॅन केलं होतं. Okay, but now they again still they are in the 57%. Right now they are in a 57%. Okay, in the whole Indian market. Okay, so trademarks are earned, not born. Okay, so the way Maggie has defend all these things, okay, and they continued, okay, their marketing and their other things, okay, because they wanted to become a star of the market. Okay, सेम हॅपन्ड विथ द कॅडबरी. कॅडबरी मध्ये पण मागे कुणीतरी सांगितलं होतं की कॅडबरी मध्ये देयर वर सम वॉर्म्स अराउंड इन द कॅडबरी. कॅडबरी मध्ये काहीतरी अळी वगैरे सापडला होता प्रकार. ओके, अँड देन कॅडबरी बंद केली त्यांनी. ओके, सो they never stopped. Okay, and then again they came up with a market, okay, as a most valued customer. Okay, most valued brander. Okay, सो ट्रेडमार्क्स आर अर्न्ड नॉट बॉर्न. ओके, एवढं स्ट्रगल मधनं कुठली कंपनी बघा एवढं स्ट्रगल मधनं पुढे जाते. ओके, अँड देन दे कॉल देमसेल्फ ऍज अ ब्रँड. ओके, तुम्ही चॉकलेट घ्यायला गेलो तुम्ही कॅडबरी मागता, तुम्ही चॉकलेट नाही म्हणत. ओके, देर आर अ कपल ऑफ चॉकलेट्स, राईट. नेस्लेचे आहेत, त्याच्यानंतर अजून आयटीसीचे चॉकलेट्स आहेत तुम्ही जर बघितले असतील तर, किंवा मोठे आणखी ऑर्गनायझेशन चॉकलेट्स. बेसिकली आपण जाऊन कॅडबरी मागतो बिकॉज दे हॅव अर्न दॅट. Okay, so trademarks are earned and not born. Okay, they create करावं लागतात. Okay, they need a lot of efforts, they need a lot of money, they need a lot of time, they need a lot of patience. Okay, so trademarks are earned and not born, and that is how it should be protected. Okay, मी विचार करा, टाटांनी टाटा जेव्हा इस्टॅब्लिश केली, टाटा इस्टॅब्लिश झाली 1800 अराउंड. ओके, 200-100-150 वर्ष टाटाला इस्टॅब्लिश होऊन ऑलमोस्ट झाली. ओके, तर विचार करा कोणीतरी आता सरळ आला आणि टाटाचा लोगो युज करून स्वतःच्या गाड्या विकायला चालू केलं त्यांनी. Okay, so what is like the time spent that Tata has spent the time? Okay, Tata ने जो time spend केलं त्याचं काय मग? Okay, so the trademarks are earned and not born. Okay, तर ते earn करावं लागतात आपल्याला. कुठले रेप्युटेशन बघा, कॉलेजचं रेप्युटेशन बघा, कुठलंही कॉलेज बघा, रेप्युटेशन 1 वर्षात 2 वर्षात 3 वर्षात नाही येत, 40-50 वर्ष जाऊ द्यावं लागतात तेव्हा कॉलेजला डिमांड येतो. ओके, देन द कॉलेज हॅज अ डिमांड. इट इज सेम विथ एनी प्रोडक्ट. ओके, बघा आपण एखादं हॉटेल बघतो आपल्या आजूबाजूला शेजारी. ओके, ते हॉटेल 1-2 वर्षात नाही चालत, ते 50-60 वर्षानंतर इस्टॅब्लिश होतं. ओके, सो दॅट इज वॉट द ट्रेडमार्क्स आर अर्न अँड नॉट बॉर्न, अँड दॅट इज हाऊ वी शुड नीड टू प्रोटेक्ट देम. ओके, देन ट्रेडमार्क्स कम इन टू बेईंग थ्रू ऍक्च्युअल यूज. ओके, लोक जेव्हा कंटिन्युअस यूज करतात आणि ते जेव्हा लोकांना दिसतं वारंवार, ओके, देन दे ओके कम्स इन टू बिगिनिंग. ओके, थ्रू द ऍक्च्युअल यूज. ओके, तेव्हा ते ऍक्च्युअल यूज मध्ये यायला लागतात. ओके, जेव्हा लोक टाटाच्या गाड्या घेतील ऑटोमॅटिक लोकांना टाटाच्या गाड्या दिसतील, लोकांना सिम्बॉल दिसतील, लोक आयडेंटिफाय करायला लागतील टाटाची गाडी पण भारी आहे, ही गाडी पण चांगली, ती गाडी पण चांगली. डेफिनेटली it comes into the picture and then they start using it. Okay, so that is how the trademark use केला तर then only it need to be protected because the people are using it. Okay, so you do not have to register a trademark to have it protected, but there are some of advantages of doing so. Okay, so it is not required a registration. Okay, so you might be have it. Okay, but registration gives you the different kind of security or severity. Okay, so what are those? Okay, so a trademark registration provides constructive notice to the public of the registrant claims of ownership of the mark. Okay, then a register केले त्याच्याशी रिलेटेड to trademark आहे. ओके, याचं पब्लिकला जाणीव होते. ओके, the people, okay, the competitors coming to know that. Okay, so whatever the things that you have made, okay, it is against your product. Okay, that is your registration. Okay, that is your own property. Okay, so it is the ownership of the mark. Okay, the person who is created it, he is the owner of that mark. So that's a owner of the mark. So then registrant exclusive right to use the mark, okay, nationwide or in the connection which is a goods and the service listed in the registration. Okay, bhaga, registrant's exclusive right. Okay, it is the exclusive right. If I am the suppose the owner of my business and I have created a logo for my business, okay, so definitely I'm a registration. Okay, I'm registering it. Okay, so I'm registrant. Okay, So it is my exclusive right. It's my own right. Okay, nobody can touch my rights. Okay, so use mark nationwide or in the connection with the goods. Okay, so wherever I want, I can use it. Okay, मला पूर्ण भारतात use करायचं असेल तरी use करू शकतो. मला महाराष्ट्रापुरतं use केलं तरी use करू शकतो. Okay, so a trademark registration provides काय देतं? A constructive form देतं. Okay, so it is saying that it is a my own property. Okay, and then second, it gives me the exclusive right to publish it anywhere. Okay, to use the mark nationwide. Okay, पूर्ण nationwide pan India मध्ये जरी म्हटलं तरी मी use करू शकतो. Okay, that is what about the trademark. Okay, so trademarks are protected under the federal and state law, and then why it is important? Because trademarks are earned, not born, and then trademarks come into the beginning through the actual use. Okay, and then it is not necessary to register it. Okay, as a specific trademark, but if you do so, okay, there are a couple of I would say the utilizations. Okay, the couple of benefits I would say here. The different benefits. Okay, come along with it. The very first benefit is about your constructive notice. Okay, to the public of the registrant claims of the ownership of the mark, and then the registrant's exclusive right to the use of the mark nationwide or in the connection with the goods and the services listed on in the registration. Okay, so this is how like you can protect the trademark. Okay, so why we need to protect the trademark? Okay, so basically this is the importance of the trademark. Okay, then registration, how we register. Okay, so there are classes. Okay, so there are 34 classes of the goods and 8 classes of the services specified under the act. Okay, so different 34 classes of different goods. Okay, okay, so there are different 34 classes, okay, of the goods. Okay, so for example, your just give me a second, guys. Okay, so basically there are 34 classes. Okay, like example, absolute paper of tobacco pipes, then ashtray for smokers, then books of cigarette papers, then choosing tobacco, cigarette cutters. Okay, then electronic cigarettes, firestone, flavoring. Okay, herbs of soapy smoking, humidor dyes. Okay, snuff boxes. Okay, so these are the couple of classes of the goods. Okay, and 8 classes of the services specified under the act. Okay, then each class covers a range of related products. Okay, प्रत्येक class मध्ये range आहे. Okay, तो म्हणजे प्रत्येक वेळेस काय आहे range. ठीक आहे. Then a trademark is registered with the respect to the goods mentioned in the particular class. For example, class 15 is a musical instrument. Okay, the class 15 काय musical instrument आहे. मग त्या class 15 मध्ये काय तर जेवढे काही musical instruments आहेत. Okay, whatever the musical instruments are there. Okay, that coming under the registration of the trademark. Okay, then class 25 may be the clothing, footwear. Okay, headgear. Okay, so everything is more related to it. Okay, so what are the different classes? Okay, so the 4th schedule of the trademark rule 2002. Okay, so there are like a couple of classes. Class 1 काय सांगते? So class 1 is saying about the chemical used in an industry. Okay, science, photography, agriculture, horticulture, and forestry. Okay, unprocessed artificial rains, unprocessed plastics, manures, fire extinguishers, compositions, tempering and shouldering preparations, chemical substances for preventing foodstuff, tuning substances, adhesive used in industry. Okay, whatever coming under this. Okay, so that is a class 1. Okay, class 2 itself saying that pattern. Okay, paints, varnishes, liquors, preservative against the rust and against deterioration of wood, colorants, moderants, raw natural resins, okay. Then metals of in foil and powder from patents, okay, decorators and printers and artists. Okay, so all this coming under section 2, okay, class 2. Okay, class 3 again have a bleaching preparation and other substances for a laundry use, cleaning, polishing, sourcing and abrasive preparations, soaps, perfumery, essential oils, cosmetic, hair lotions, dental freezes. Okay, that is under the class 3. Okay, then class 4 itself telling about the industrial oils and gases, lubricants, dust absorbings, okay, weighting and binding compositions, okay, fuels including the motor spirit, and then illuminants, candles, wicks, etc. under the class 4. Okay, under the class 5 we have a pharmaceuticals, then veterinary and sanitary preparations, didactic substances adapted for medical use, food for babies, plasters, materials for dressings, material for stopping teeth, dental wax, then disinfectants, preparation for destroying vermin, then fungicides, and then herbicides. Okay, so these are all the under the class 5. Okay. Under the class 6, we have a common metals and their alloys. Okay, the metal building materials. Okay, so whatever it is under the class 6, okay, if you are doing anything, any metal you are coming up with, okay, and you want to give the trademark, so you can do the under class 6. Okay, then next thing is the class 7. Okay, the class 7 is about the machines and machine tools. Okay, motor and engines, machine coupling and transmission components, and then agriculture implements other than the hard operated incubator for rice. Okay, that is under the class 7. The class 9 is all about the hand tools and implements. Okay, hand operated cutlery, sidearms, and razors. Okay, the class 9 itself saying the scientific, nautical, surveying, electrical, photographic, cinematographic, optical, weighing, measuring, signing, checking, life saving and teaching apparels, okay, of the instrument. Okay, whatever the instruments coming under, it's under the class 9. Okay, the class 10 itself saying that the surgical, medical, dental, and veterinary apparatus and the instruments, okay, artificial limbs, eyes and teeth, and orthopedic articles, touchable materials coming under the section 10. Okay, the class 10. Class 12 talk about the vehicles, apparatus for locomotion by land, air, and water. Okay, class 13 itself saying that firearms, ammunition and projectiles, explosives, and fireworks. Okay, class 14 itself saying that precious metals and their alloys and goods in the precious metals in the protected therewith. Not included in the other classes, jewelry, precious stones, okay, horological, and the other chronic instruments. Okay, then class 15 is a musical instrument that we have already seen. Class 16 itself considering the paper, cardboard, and goods made from these materials, not included in other classes like a printed material, book binding material, photographs, stationaries, adhesive for stationaries or household properties, artist material like paint, brush, typewriters, and other requisites. Okay, also the institutional and technical material that also coming under the class 16. Then class 17 itself suggesting that rubber, then gum, abscess, mica itself. Class 18 suggesting about the leather and imitations of the leather, boots, mats of the these materials. Class 19 building material, non-metallic rigid pipes and everything. Class 20 about the furniture, mirrors, and then picture frames, goods of wood, crook and reed and cane and wicker. Okay. So this is how like we have a 34 different classes of the goods. Okay, then as I already said, the 8 classes of the services. What are the different 8 classes? The very first thing, if you want to start your advertising, business management, business administration, office functions, okay, so you have to register under the class 35. Class 36 itself saying that insurance, financial affairs, monetary affairs, and real estate affairs. Okay, so whenever you want to do something about the insurance, financial affairs, okay, and you want to register your trademark, so you can use the class 36. Okay, class 37 itself telling about the building construction, repair, and installation services. Class 38 is all about the telecommunication. So whatever the telecommunication needs, okay, the whenever I am saying the Airtel logo, so it is registered under the service number 38. Okay, so the 8 classes of the services, it is under the 38. Okay, then the class 39 itself selling about the transport, packaging and storage of goods, the travel arrangements. Then class 40 is the treatment of materials. Class 41 is itself education, the any logo that belongs to the educational institute, okay, anywhere, okay, called as a it registered under the class 41. Okay, so education, providing of a training, entertainment, support, sporting and cultural activities. Whereas the class 42 itself suggesting that scientific and technological services and research and design relating, okay, they are two, okay, industrial analysis and research services, design and development of computer hardware and software. Okay, then class 43 itself suggesting that service for providing food and drink, temporary accommodation. Class 44 is the medical service, veterinary services, hygienic and beauty care and human beings or animals, agriculture, horticulture and forestry services. Then class 45 is saying that legal services, security services for the protect of the property and individuals, personal and social services rendered by the others to meet the needs of individuals. So basically these are the 34 classes, okay, and then the 8 classes, okay, 34 goods and then 8 classes for the services, okay. So each class covers a range of related products that we have seen recently. Then a trademark is a register with respect to the goods mentioned in a particular class. Okay, for example, like a class 15 is a musical instrument, and then class 25 that we already seen a lot of things about it. Okay, so this is how you can start the registrations. Okay, so now it's a procedure for a registration. Okay, what is the right procedure to start a registration? Okay, what is the procedure of a registration? Okay, so the applicant shall apply in writing to the register in prescribed manner with the necessary fees. Okay, so he has to fill the form. Okay, the applicant, okay, the one who is want to apply for the trademark registration. Okay, he has to apply in a writing to the register, the one who is a registered in a prescribed manner, the manner that is like the according to the application form. Okay, he has to fit with the necessary fees. Okay, fees also invited with it. Okay, then the register may accept the application absolutely or conditionally, or may refuse to accept the same. In case of a conditional acceptance or a refusal of acceptance, he shall state in a writing to the grounds of such a refusal or a conditional acceptance. Okay, so there might be the two things. Okay, if like your trademark is not like it's very new. Okay, no one is having the same trademark, or like nothing substitutional thing is available into the market. Okay, तुमच्यासारखं जर काहीच नसेल तर he will accept it absolutely, म्हणजे पूर्णपणे accept करतो. पण जर त्याला जर वाटलं की यार हे काहीतरी याच्या आधी माझ्या डोळ्याखालनं गेलंय, किंवा मला हे दिसलंय, किंवा मला हे माहिती आहे, तर त्या केसमध्ये तो काय करतो, कंडिशनली एक्सेप्ट करतो. ओके, अँड इफ ही फाउंड दॅट देर इज अन इश्यू, ओके, त्याला जर कळलं की यार तुम्ही जे काही लोगो दिलाय किंवा तुम्ही जो काही ट्रेडमार्क रजिस्ट्रेशन साठी दिलाय तो ट्रेडमार्क ऍज इज आहे, म्हणजे जसा आहे तसंच आहे, तर त्या केसमध्ये देन व्हॉट ही कॅन डू, सो ही कॅन डायरेक्टली गो हेड अँड देन refuse it to accept. Okay, पण तो घेतच नाही की नाही, हे ऑलरेडी somebody has already registered under this. ओके, आता टाटाचा लोगो आहे, सगळ्यांना माहिती की टाटाचा लोगो कसा आहे. तुम्ही जर तो सेम लोगो त्यात थोडेसे किंचित मॉडिफिकेशन करून घेऊन गेलात, ओके, टाटाचा लोगो गोल आहे, तुम्ही स्क्वेअर मध्ये करण्याचा प्रयत्न केलात, ओके, आणि तुम्ही जर मार्केटमध्ये गेलात ते लोगो घेऊन, ओके, तर त्या केसमध्ये काय होईल मग की ही विल नॉट एक्सेप्ट, बिकॉज ही इज अवेअर की ऑलरेडी समथिंग इज देअर अराउंड. ओके, त्याला माहिती की ऑलरेडी मार्केटमध्ये असं काहीतरी, तो ही विल नेव्हर एक्सेप्ट अँड ही रिफ्यूज द प्रपोजल. ओके, तो काय करेल, प्रपोजल रिफ्यूज करेल, तुमचं म्हणेल की नाही, विल नॉट एबल टू गिव्ह यू द mark, okay, the registration to the trademark. Okay, so this is how like you can go ahead with the procedure of the registration of a trademark. Okay, then application accepted in error or under the circumstances of the case may be withdrawn and can be taken as the application has not been accepted. ओके, आता जर त्याने चुकून त्याच्या लक्षात नाही आलं त्या मोमेंटला की यार ऍप्लिकेशन जे दिले ते ट्रेडमार्क ऑलरेडी रजिस्टर्ड आहे, ओके, तर त्याला ऍप्लिकेशन ऍक्सेप्टेड इन एरर और अंडर द सर्कमस्टन्सेस ऑफ द केस मे बी विथड्रॉ. ओके, तर तुम्ही तो विथड्रॉ काढून घेऊ शकता. तुम्हाला जर वाटलं की यार ऑलरेडी कोणीतरी केलंय, तर मग काही अर्थ नाही की मी परत सेम ट्रेडमार्क करण्यासाठी, तर मग मी काय करू शकतो की आय कॅन विथड्रॉ. ओके, और एल्स इट कॅनॉट बी, इट हॅज नॉट बीन एक्सेप्टेड. ओके, किंवा जर एक्सेप्टन्स झालं, दॅट इज ऑल्सो द केस, यू कॅन विथड्रॉ दिस थिंग. तुम्ही विड्रॉ करू शकता ते ऍप्लिकेशन. ओके, सो ऍप्लिकेशन कॅन बी विड्रॉन बाय देम. ओके, then after accepting the register shall push publish the same into the trademark channel. ओके, एकदा ऍक्सेप्ट केलं, रजिस्टर्ड कडे गेलं, काही ऑब्जेक्शन नसले, काही चेंजेस नसले, कंडिशनल अप्रुव्हल नसलं, तर डेफिनेटली इट विल बी पब्लिश इन अ ट्रेडमार्क जर्नल. गव्हर्नमेंट जे ट्रेडमार्क जर्नल पब्लिश करतं, ओके, तर त्याच्यामध्ये गव्हर्नमेंट काय करतं की इट विल पब्लिश इन अ जर्नल. ओके, okay, fine. So after accepting the register shall publish the same in the trademarks of journal. This done be given by, okay, trademark journal. This be done as so given in the opportunity to the public to oppose the registration of the ground that trademark is likely to deceive or the case confusion. Okay, once you are done with this, okay, तुम्ही जेव्हा हे करता तेव्हा ते जातं खाली ग्राउंड मार्कला. ओके, आणि मग तिथे गेल्यानंतर काय होतं की ते चेक करतात की खरंच लिटरली इज देअर एनी चेंजेस ऑर रिक्वायर्ड ऑर नॉट. ओके, सो सगळ्यात पहिले ट्रेडमार्क म्हणजे काय होतं की चेक होतं की बरोबर तुम्ही केलंय की नाही. ओके, आणि जर तर पब्लिकली गेलं आणि जर पब्लिकला लक्षात आलं की ऑलरेडी युज्ड आहे, तर काय होतं मग की इन केस ऑफ नो, जर ऑपोजिशन असेल तर दे माइट डिसीव ऑर कॉज कन्फ्युजन. मग मी काय करू शकतात, तुम्ही फसवल्याबद्दल तुमच्यावरती केस दाखल करू शकता तुम्ही जर चुकीचं ट्रेडमार्क त्यांना दिलं तर. Okay, then in case of no opposition, the registrar shall register the trademark. Okay, जर त्यांनी काय केलं, सपोज जर हे बघितलं की जर अपोजिशन नाही आलं, कुणीच जर म्हटलं नाही की ट्रेडमार्क आमच्या ट्रेडमार्क सारखं दिसतं, तर यू कॅन डायरेक्टली गो हेड अँड इन दॅट केस ऑफ अपोजिशन द रजिस्टर शॅल रजिस्टर द ट्रेडमार्क अँड इश्यू अ सर्टिफिकेट टू अ रजिस्ट्रेशन विथ द सील ऑफ द ट्रेडमार्क रजिस्ट्री. ओके, म्हणजे फायनल रजिस्ट्रेशन होऊन जाते आणि द रजिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ द ट्रेडमार्क इज व्हॅलिड फॉर अ पिरियड ऑफ 10 years. आणि एकदा तुम्ही ट्रेडमार्क रजिस्टर केलं की 10 वर्षासाठी व्हॅलिड असतं. देन आफ्टर दॅट यू कॅन either you can go ahead and then renew it. तुम्ही रिन्यू करू शकता. ओके, सो बेसिकली जर स्टेप्स जर बघायला गेलं तर सगळ्यात पहिली स्टेप्स असते ट्रेडमार्क रजिस्ट्रेशन मध्ये युअर ट्रेडमार्क सर्च. ओके, की जे ट्रेडमार्क तुम्ही केले तो बरोबर आहे की नाही. ओके, सो मेनी एंटरप्रिनर डू नॉट compare had the importance of a trademark search. Okay, having a unique brand name in a mind is not a good enough reason to avoid the trademark search. Okay, trademark search helps you to know there are similar trademarks available and it gives you the fair picture and where you trademark stands. Sometimes it also gives you the forewarning of the possibility of trademark litigation. Okay, why waste your money and time consuming the trademark litigation, okay, later than you can choose the word in the first place. Okay, तर सगळ्यात पहिली स्टेप काय करायची जेव्हा ट्रेडमार्क रजिस्टर करायचं, यू हॅव टू सर्च द ट्रेडमार्क सर्च करणं गरजेचं आहे ना आपल्या सगळ्यांसाठी. असं अवेलेबल तर नाही ना, जर मी केलं अप्लाय आणि जर कोणीतरी केस केली माझ्यावर, त्याला पैसा घालण्यापेक्षा आय शुड गो हेड अँड सर्च द ट्रेडमार्क. नेक्स्ट थिंग, filing trademark application. Okay, so as we already seen ki file karu shakto. Okay, so after you sure that you chosen the brand name or logo is not listed in the trademark registry India. Okay, तुम्हाला जर माहिती की हे कधीच रजिस्टर झालं नाही. Okay, so you can opt for a registering the same. Okay, the first step is to file the trademark application at the trademark registry India. Okay, nowadays filing is mostly done online. Okay, once the application is filed, the official receipt is immediately issued for the future reference. जसं तुम्ही फॉर्म भरला, ओके, ऑनलाईन फॉर्म असतो बेसिकली. हा ऑनलाईन फॉर्म भरल्यानंतर तुम्हाला काय मिळतं, डायरेक्टली यू कॅन इश्यू द रिसिप्ट. ओके, ताबडतोब तुम्हाला रिसिप्ट मिळते. ओके, देन एक्झामिनेशन. आता तुम्ही फॉर्म वगैरे भरलाय. ओके, पहिली टेप तुमची काय झाली, तुम्ही ट्रेडमार्क अंडरस्टँड केलं, सर्च केलं की नाहीये तुमच्यासारखं, नंतर ट्रेडमार्क ऍप्लिकेशन तुम्ही फाईल केलं. आता थर्ड थिंग काय तुमची की एक्झामिनेशन, राईट. सो इट शुड बी गॉन थ्रू द एक्झामिनेशन, राईट. सो आफ्टर अ ट्रेडमार्क ऍप्लिकेशन इज फिल्ड, ओके, it is examined by the examiner for any discrepancies. तर काही प्रॉब्लेम आहे की ते एक्झामाइन करण्यासाठी आपण काय करतो, डिस्क्रिमिनेट करतो. ओके, द एक्झामिनेशन माइट टेक अराउंड 12 to 18 months. ओके, द एक्झामिनर माइट एक्सेप्ट द ट्रेडमार्क absolutely conditionally object. Okay, absolutely or conditionally get. Okay, and if accepted unconditionally, the trademark gets published in the trademark journal. If not accepted unconditionally, The conditions to be fulfilled by the objections would be mentioned in the examination report, and month's time would be given to fulfill the conditions of a response to the objections. Okay, and once such responses is accepted, okay, so the trademark is published in the trademark journal if the responses is not accepted, and one can request a hearing. Okay, if the hearing, the examiners feels that the trademark should be allowed registration if the procedures for the publication of the trademark journal. So there are no restrictions or nothing, so that you can just go ahead and do it. Okay, then it comes to the publication. Okay, so the step of publication is incorporated in the trademark registration process, so that anyone who objects the registering of a trademark has the opportunity to oppose the same. If after 3 to 4 months from publication there is no opposition, the trademark process for the registration, in case there is opposition, there is a fair hearing and decision are given by the registrar. ओके, जर कुणाला ऑब्जेक्शन नसेल तर डेफिनेटली ते पुढे जाताना रजिस्ट्रेशन तुम्हाला देऊन टाकतात ट्रेडमार्क्स, की हा ट्रेडमार्क तुम्ही यूज करू शकता. ओके, देन एकदा पब्लिकेशन झालं की मग तुम्हाला काय होतं की रजिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ सर्टिफिकेट, एक सर्टिफिकेट रजिस्टर तुमचं. ओके, वन्स द ऍप्लिकेशन प्रोसीड्स फॉर द ट्रेडमार्क, ओके, the registration following the publication in trademark journal, okay, a registration certificate under the seal of a trademark office is issued. ओके, त्यांचं सही शिक्का मिळून तुम्हाला काय करतात, एक रजिस्ट्रेशन सर्टिफिकेट देतात जे तुम्ही लावू शकता. ओके, अँड देन नेक्स्ट स्टेप असते त्याच्यात रिन्यूअल. ओके, आता तुम्ही रिन्यू पण करू शकता ना, कारण की अवेलेबल किती दिवसांसाठी असतं, ट्रेडमार्क इज व्हॅलिड फॉर अ पिरियड ऑफ 10 इयर्स, मॅक्स टू मॅक्स 10 इयर्स साठी असतं. मग तुम्ही काय करू शकता, रजिस्टर करू शकता. ओके, सो द ट्रेडमार्क कॅन बी रिन्यूड perpetually after every 10 years. प्रत्येक 10 वर्षानंतर आपण रिन्यू करावं लागतो. Okay, hence your logo or brand name registration can be protected perpetually. Okay, as seen from the above, so trademark is very important. Okay, so you can directly do one thing. Okay, you can check this, okay, on the government website. Okay, so you will get the lot of information about the form filling and everything. Okay, so these are the couple of steps. Okay, like the first step, trademark registration process. Okay, the trademark search karenge, then after trademark searching we fill the trademark application, then we'll have a examination, we'll have the publication, then we have a registration certificate, and then we have a renewal. So these are the steps involved in the application. Okay, the trademark registration. So we gone through the all 6 steps. Okay, now refusal of registration of trademark. Okay, so in which sense it will be refused. Okay, म्हणजे refuse कधी करतात की ते accept करत, कधी accept नाही करत. So very first thing, used contrary to law. Okay, example, use national flag, national emblem, ISI. Okay, नॅशनल फ्लॅग म्हणजे आपलं जर भारताचा फ्लॅग घेऊन तुम्ही त्याच्यावरती काही मॉडिफिकेशन करताय तर इट विल नॉट एक्सेप्टेड. ओके, ते कोणीच तुमचं घेणार नाही. असं तुम्हाला कधी दिसलंय की किंवा इंडियाचा फ्लॅग आहे आणि ते इंडियाचं हे आहे. ओके, हा, एक तुम्हाला कदाचित माहिती असेल सहारा इंडिया. ओके, ते बेसिकली त्यांनी जेव्हा हे बनवलं होतं, टी शर्ट बनवले होते इंडियन टीमसाठी, ओके, क्रिकेट टीमसाठी, तेव्हा मग त्यांना कुणीतरी हे केलं होतं. ओके, somebody had challenged them on the government, on the court, and then they have to take it back. Okay, किंवा सचिन पण एकदा बघा त्याच्या खाली लावत होतं, त्यालाही अवॉइड केलं होतं. ओके, सो यूज अ contrary to law. Okay, so example, you cannot use the national flag, national emblem. Okay, ते आपलं जे आहे जे राष्ट्रीय चिन्ह म्हणतो आपण. ओके, जसं की आपलं अशोक स्तंभ आहे. ओके, तर तो तुम्ही यूज नाही करू शकत तुमच्या ह्याच्यामध्ये ऍज अ ट्रेडमार्क म्हणून, तुम्ही कधीच यूज नाही करू शकत. किंवा मग ISI मार्क असतात ना, ISI मार्क. ओके, इंटरनॅशनल स्टँडर्ड. ओके, सो ते तुम्ही यूज नाही करू शकत. ओके, सो यू कॅनॉट यूज दिस थिंग. ओके, सो यू यूज द कॉन्ट्ररी टू लॉ. ओके, हे जे काय आहे ते तुम्ही यूज नाही करू शकत. हे जर तुम्ही यूज केलं तर डायरेक्टली स्ट्रेट अवे रिफ्युजल होतं, तुमचं ऍक्सेप्टच करत नाही ते. ठीक आहे, द सेकंड थिंग, डिस्क्रिप्टिव्ह ऑर लाउडेटरी वर्ड्स. ओके, एक्झाम्पल फ्रॉम ट्रेडमार्क एक्सक्लुझिव्ह फॉर मार्क्स ऑर द इंडिकेशन्स. ओके, एखादा तुम्ही आता एखाद्या टोबॅकोची जाहिरात करताय, त्यासाठी तुम्ही असं काहीतरी यूज नाही करू शकत. ओके, tobacco related. Okay, so that is also the not accepted. Okay, which is like importing. Okay, descriptive of or a laudatory words. Okay, की ज्याच्यामुळे काय होईल, लोकांना कन्फ्युजन होईल. ओके, एखाद्या गुड्स बद्दल सांगतायत की बेस्ट, वी आर लार्जेस्ट. ओके, फेमस, मोस्ट फेमस, वी आर क्वांटिफाईड, वी आर क्वालिफाईड. ओके, असं की तुम्ही कुठले वर्ड्स वगैरे यूज करू शकत नाही कशामध्ये, एखाद्या प्रोडक्ट साठी डिफाइन करताना. ओके, सो दॅट इज ऑल्सो नॉट अ ट्रेडमार्क. ओके, सो इट्स कॉल्ड ॲज अ your descriptive or laudatory words, okay, which is like promoting your product, okay. ते पण तुम्ही कधी यूज नाही करू शकत, okay. That is also a refusal. Then confusion and deception, okay, म्हणजे कन्फ्युजन करणार एखादा वर्ड, ओके. जसं की एखादी गोष्ट तुमचं कन्फ्युजन करते, ओके, आणि त्याच्यामुळे काय होतं की लोकांना कन्फ्युज होऊ शकतात, ओके, याच्यामुळे, ओके. सो बेसिकली इन दॅट सेन्स, ओके, यू कॅनॉट यूज द ट्रेडमार्क, ओके. जसं मी म्हटलं टाटाचा लोगो, ओके, टाटाचा लोगो जसं राऊंड शेप मध्ये, तुम्ही जर तोच लोगो स्क्वेअर शेप मध्ये बनवलं, तुमचं कन्फ्युजन होऊ शकतं ना, किंवा फसवण्याच्या उद्देशाने, ओके. जसं की मी म्हटलं की नायकेचा राईट साइडला त्यांचा टिक मार्क आहे, तुम्ही लेफ्ट साइडला टिक मार्क टाकून म्हणताय की आमचं हा ट्रेडमार्क रजिस्टर करा, सो इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल, ओके. सो इट क्रिएट्स अ कन्फ्युजन, राईट. मार्केटमध्ये कन्फ्युजन होऊ शकतं नाही गोष्टींमुळे, ओके. जसं की एखादी टूथपेस्ट आहे, टूथपेस्ट एक्झॅक्टली सेम टू सेम डिझाईन नाही बनवत, कारण की कन्फ्युजन होईल लोकांचं की काय खरेदी करायचं, ओरिजिनल कुठलं आहे आणि डुप्लिकेट कुठलं आहे, ओके. सो कन्फ्युजन किंवा डिसेप्शन जर असेल एखाद्या ठिकाणी, सो दॅट इज ऑल्सो द रेफ्युजल, ते रेफ्यूज करू शकता तुम्ही, ओके. दॅट इज ऑल्सो रेफ्युजल. So spectrum of a distinctives and the levels of a protection. Okay, just give me 2 minutes. Okay, I'll be back. Just having some water and I'll be back. Okay. So we have just seen, okay, in the what cases we got the refusal, right? So these are the things we cannot use. आपण use नाही करू शकत या गोष्टी. Okay, let's move ahead with the next thing, which is like a spectrum of a distinctiveness and the levels of protection. Okay, कुठल्या कुठल्या level तुम्हाला काय protect करू शकतो. So see, the stronger and weaker part is this. Okay, so the fanciful, arbitrary, suggestive, descriptive, generic. Okay, so all this kind of the levels of protection that you are getting. Okay, so we'll get to know one by one. Kaya hai one by one. Okay, so fanciful, like fanciful marks comprises terms that have been invented for the solo purpose of the functioning as the trademark or a service mark. Example include Exxon, Kodak, Avenue, Nitrogene. Okay, so basically it is explaining about the particular thing. Okay, so it gives you the comprises term that have been invented. Okay, so okay, so specifically whenever I'm explaining something, okay, so it is directly explaining about any particular thing. Okay, so that is like a fanciful. Okay, then it's arbitrary. Okay, so mark comprises words that are in the common linguistic use, but when used in the identify particular goods or service, do not suggest or describe a significant ingredient, quality, or a characteristics of the goods or the services. Okay, for example, Dove, Apple Computer, Sun Microsystems, Tide. Okay, so itself it is giving me Dove itself giving me the pigeon. Okay, the value. Okay, so it is an arbitrary word. Okay, it is not a common problem. Okay, that we can use it commonly. Okay, आपण common शब्द वापरू शकतो कुठले. Okay, that are in common linguistic use. Okay, linguistic म्हणजे it is a branch of a language and literature. Okay, linguistic. Okay, use, but when used to identify particular goods or service, okay, do not suggest to describe significant ingredient. आता मी जर Dove म्हटलं, Dove म्हणजे I cannot define, right? There is no particular significant ingredient into it. Okay, मला कळत नाही ना डव वरनं की क्वालिटी काय हे काय ते काय. ओके, पण लोकांना माहित झालं की डव इज द बेस्ट. ओके, किंवा मग ऍपल कम्प्युटर्स आर द बेस्ट. ओके, हे लोकांना माहित झालं, पण त्यात ते मेन्शन करत नाहीत कुठे. ओके, ते नेव्हर मेन्शन एनी कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स. ओके, or any quality of that product. Okay, so that is an arbitrary. Then suggestive, something which is suggesting. Okay, for example, marks are those that when applied to the goods or services at issue require imagination, thought, or perception to the reach of a conclusion as to nature of those goods or services. For example, includes copper tone, Jaguar, Greyhound. Okay, so definitely Jaguar. I know the Jaguar is the one of the best best car. Okay, why best? Because Jaguar itself the best animal. Okay, Jaguar म्हणजे चित्ता जो प्रकारचा Jaguar आहे तो एकदम fastest animal. Okay, so itself it is mean the fastest car. Okay, it is suggestion. It is a suggestion about that product. Okay, copper tone. Okay, copper itself, I know the copper itself, the metal, right? So it is like a mentioning, suggesting me something. Okay, Greyhound. Okay, Greyhound is also the brand of the substantial ways. Okay, so for example, like it itself, it is showing that it is a quality of the a particular brand. Okay, so it is suggesting me something. Okay, Dove is like specifically where is like it is not exactly able to understand की काय आहे त्या product मध्ये. Okay, पण जेव्हा मी suggestive मध्ये जातो, okay, तुम्हाला माहिती आहे Jaguar is the perfect animal, or Greyhound is the a breed of a very great dog. Okay, so basically मी जेव्हा हे काही use करतो, okay, तर definitely काय होतं की मला त्याच्यावरनं हे कळतं की तुमच्याकडे कुठल्या प्रकारचं प्रोडक्ट आहे. ओके, सो इट इज अ बेसिकली द सजेशन. ओके, so basically it is a suggestion. Okay, Greyhound is a basically suggestion of this thing. Okay, okay, so we have seen that fanciful. Okay, fanciful is nothing but a mix comprises terms that have been invented for the solo purpose of functioning. Okay, specific purpose at Exxon. Okay, like for example, Exxon. Okay, Exxon is a brand, right? So we can use it. Okay, for like it is absolutely depend on the chemical use. Okay, like a Kodak. Okay, Kodak is a camera purpose. Okay, so simply these are the fanciful. Okay, marks comprises term that have been invented for the solo purpose. Okay, and functioning as a trademark as a or the service mark. ठीक है. Then arbitrary, we seen that it never mention anything. Okay, it's just a common term that is used. Okay, commonly used केलं जातं कुठलाही word. Okay, dove. Okay, no, there is no any relationship between the dove and soap. Okay, असं काही नाही. Dove is itself a bird. Okay, असं काही नाही. Apple, आता apple म्हणजे specifically whenever I'm saying the apple is a fruit. Okay, but it is never been any comprises between the anything. Okay, like the word and the product. Okay, or then sun microsystem. Sun itself a different thing, right? And microsystem is definitely a different thing. So it is never somewhere it is between the arbitrary. Okay, so it is like you can use any kind of thing. Okay, so it doesn't give you the identifier of particular group services or the do not suggest or describe the significant ingredient, quality, or the characteristics. And then third suggestive. Okay, so it is something suggesting something. Okay, jaguar, greyhound, copper tone. Okay, these are the couple of examples of the suggestive marks. Okay, then we see also a mark is considered merely a descriptive. Okay, if it is a described an ingredient. Okay, एखाद्या अशी गोष्ट असते की जी ingredient describe करते. Okay, त्या product मध्ये काय आहे, quality कशी आहे त्या product ची, characteristics काय आहेत, functions काय आहे, features काय, purpose काय, or use of the specified goods or services. Okay, for example, spray and wash. Okay, definitely spray and wash म्हणजे spray करा आणि wash करा. Okay, it is giving me the clarity. Okay, की काय use. Okay, ingredient काय असेल. ठीक आहे. Park and fly. Okay, park करा आणि fly करा. Okay, then vision center. Okay, where I can get my vision corrected. Okay, माझ्या डोळ्याचं जिथे काही मला असेल तिथे आपण vision corrected. Okay, sleep well mattresses. Okay, so sleep well mattresses, it is giving me the idea about ki this is something about like for my sleeping. Okay, so I can say that it's a mattress is about the sleeping. Okay, itself it is mentioning sleep well म्हणजे चांगली झोप येणार. Okay, it is explaining about the feature, function. Okay, and the purpose. Okay, so this is a descriptive thing, is explaining about everything about the product. Okay, so this is how it is a market. Okay, this is the brand name. Okay, then generic. Okay, generic terms are words used to name a class or the category of a product of a services and are incapable of functioning as a mark. Example, zipper. Okay, escalator, aspirin, butterscotch. Okay, butterscotch might be the ice cream itself. Okay, so it is a add of a butter and scotch. Okay, aspirin itself it is a spirin. Okay, add into the spirin. Okay, or escalator. Okay, it is escalating the things. Okay, so escalator is used. So these are the generic term that we can use as is. Okay, don't need to be made any changes into it. Okay, aspirin apple माहिती आहे, aspirin itself a molecule, biomolecule. Okay, itself we can use it. The butterscotch itself a full whole thing. Okay, so I can use as is the name as itself at it's like that only. Okay, so it's a name or a class or a category of a product. Okay, services and are incapable of functioning as a mark. Okay, आपण त्याला functioning नाही देऊ शकत. बटरस्कॉच साठी एक वेगळा हे नाही करू शकत, aspirin साठी आपण एक वेगळा त्यासाठी कॅटेगरी नाही बनवू शकत. Okay, so if you can see the words, okay, the fanciful like Exxon, the वेगळं नाव, Dove. Okay, itself the suggestive. Okay, descriptive, it is a wash and floss. Okay, the generic. Okay, the ओके, याच्यासाठी आपल्याला सरळ सरळ जेनेरिक आहे, यासाठी आपण काही वेगळं दाखवू नाही शकत किंवा सांगू नाही शकत. ओके, झिपर इटसेल्फ वन थिंग. ओके, सो दिस इज हाउ द स्पेक्ट्रम ऑफ distinctiveness and the levels of protection. So that is how like you can protect your trademark. Okay, so let's discuss a bit about the new Trademark Act 1999 and what it itself. Okay, and what is mean by the things. Okay, so new Trademark Act 1999 itself suggesting about the expansion of the meaning of the trademark infringement. Okay, so as I already said, infringement is nothing but the violation of policies. Okay, okay, एखाद्या कायद्याचं केलेलं उल्लंघन म्हणजे infringement होतं. Okay, infringement. Okay, so for example, in earlier law it was possible to register the trademark with the same name but only the different class. Okay, म्हणजे सारखं नाव असेल पण different class असेल. Okay, suppose आता मी म्हटलं की किंगफिशर. Okay, किंगफिशर might be the बियर. ओके, अल्कोहोल पण आहे किंगफिशरचं सोडा पण आहे आणि किंगफिशरचं आणखी पाणी पण आहे. ओके, सो इन अर्लियर लॉ इट वॉज पॉसिबल टू रजिस्टर ट्रेडमार्क विथ द सेम नेम बट ओनली द डिफरंट क्लास. नेम सेम आहे पण क्लास डिफरंट आहे. ओके, सो समटाइम्स इज क्रिएटेड कन्फ्युजन फॉर द कंझ्युमर आणि याच्यामुळे काय होतं, कन्फ्युजन होतं ना, राईट. सो हे आधी शक्य होतं. फॉर एक्झाम्पल बघा आता, फॉर मिल्क प्रोडक्ट अमूल इज अ ट्रेडमार्क फॉर द क्लास 29 class of dairy product, right? Now in class 29 no other person can register trademark with the name Amul. Okay, आता सध्याच्या याच्यामध्ये काय झालं की एकदा अमूल एकदा रजिस्टर झालं की ते झालं फायनल. ओके, त्याच्यानंतर कुणीही काय करू शकत नाही, त्याला रजिस्टर करू शकत नाही, कारण की क्लास 29 सेल्फ सेंग क्लास ऑफ डेअरी प्रोडक्ट. ओके, तर आधी काय करू शकत होते तुम्ही, ती वेगळ्या क्लासमध्ये तुम्ही डेफिनेटली सांगू शकत होते. ओके, बट दे कॅन रजिस्टर ट्रेडमार्क इन अ डिफरंट क्लास फॉर द अमूल टेबल. ओके, दिस इज अकॉर्डिंग टू द अर्लियर लॉ. ओके, बघा आता करंट लॉ मध्ये एकदा अमूल एकदा रजिस्टर झालं की तुम्ही अजिबात हे नाही करू शकत. ओके, पण या लॉ मध्ये कशी पद्धत आहे की तुम्ही एकदा अमूल एकदा रजिस्टर केलं तर यू कांट रजिस्टर इट अगेन इन एनी अदर क्लास, कुठल्याच क्लासमध्ये तुम्ही करू शकत नाही. ओके, द फर्स्ट थिंग, इन अर्लियर लॉ इट वॉज अ पॉसिबल टू रजिस्टर ट्रेडमार्क with same name but only in the different class, so sometimes it created confusion for the consumer. Okay, for example, like we seen that for Amul milk products, okay, for milk products Amul is the trademark for the class 29 or class of dairy products. Okay, now in class 29 no other person can register trademark with the name Amul. Okay, but they can register trademark in a different class, for the example Amul table. This is according to the earlier law. Okay, the scope of the new law has been discussed under the following heads. Okay, example, similar goods in a different class, sarki goods in a different class. Okay, same kind vastu. Okay, as per the new law, new trademark protection is provided across the class, example Amul. Okay, तर आता फक्त अमूल एकाच ठिकाणी होईल, म्हणजे कुठल्याही क्लासमध्ये जातो मी. ओके, सो गुड्स विल नॉट बी, अमूल विल बी सेल फॉर द dairy products only. Okay, then dismailer goods. Okay, for example, protection against the trademark infringement has been made available even in case of a unconnected goods, example case of Maruti automobile and tissue paper. Okay, बघा आता, protection against the trademark infringement has been made available even in the case of unconnected goods. Okay, आता बघा आता, case of Maruti automobile and tissue paper. आता जसं की आता मारुतीचं हे बनवलंय त्यांनी, जसं की आता मारुतीची गाडी हे करण्यासाठी आपण जे केस टाकतो की दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज अ केस. ओके, केस ऑफ मारुती ऑटोमोबाईल अँड टिश्यू पेपर. ओके, सो दॅट आर द टू डिफरंट थिंग्स. ओके, यू कॅनॉट इवन यूज द सेम थिंग. ओके, so protection against the trademark, okay, infringement has been made available even in case of the unconnected goods. Okay, so this is a dismailer goods. Okay, so we gone through it. Okay, the expansion of the meaning of the trademark infringement, what is that, and then the what is this, the scope of the law has been discussed under the following needs. Okay, then trademarks in advertisement. आता बघा, नेहमी बऱ्याच वेळेस आता लोक यूज करतात ट्रेडमार्क ऍडव्हर्टिजमेंट मध्ये, तर खूप साऱ्या प्रकारे ट्रेडमार्क यूज केला जातो. रिझन काय, रिझन बिहाइंड दिस, कारण की प्रत्येकाला वाटतं ना आपलं प्रोडक्ट मार्केटमध्ये डेफिनेटली चांगल्या रेटनं किंवा चांगल्या व्यवस्थित त्यांनी जायला पाहिजे. ओके, सो ट्रेडमार्क्स इज अ ऍडव्हर्टिजमेंट. ओके, ट्रेडमार्क्स इन ऍडव्हर्टिजमेंट काय होऊ शकतं, एक्सपांडेड मिनिंग ऑफ द व्हॉट कंटिन्युअस यूज ऑफ द रजिस्टर्ड ट्रेडमार्क. ओके, सो ट्रेडमार्क काय की इट विल गिव्स यू द use of a registered trademark. Okay, expanded meaning. Okay, then in the earlier law a registered trademark could be used only by attaching to its good. Okay, बघा आता पहिल्यांदा काय होतं, जो पहिला लॉ होता तो काय करायचं की जेवढे त्या गुड्स रिलेटेड होतं तेवढं ट्रेडमार्क यूज करायचं. ओके, ठीक आहे, बट अकॉर्डिंग टू द न्यू ऍक्ट, ओके, ट्रेडमार्क इज इन्फ्रिगमेंटेड नॉट ओनली बाय अटॅचिंग इट टू द गुड्स, ओके, बट ऑल्सो प्रिंटिंग इट ऑन पॅकेजिंग मटेरियल युजिंग द ऍडव्हर्टिजमेंट. ओके, एकदा ट्रेडमार्क तुम्ही रजिस्टर करून ठेवलं, तुम्ही तसं प्रिंटही करू शकता, तुम्ही सेम तुम्ही ऍडव्हर्टिजमेंट मध्ये वापरू शकता. ओके, तुमच्या मटेरियल मध्ये. ओके, युजिंग इन द ऍडव्हर्टिजमेंट. ओके, त्या ऍडव्हर्टिजमेंट मध्ये तुम्ही यूज करू शकता तुमचा ट्रेडमार्क. ओके, सो एक्सपांडेड मीनिंग ऑफ व्हॉट constitutes use of a registered trademark. Okay, in the earlier law, okay, a registered trademark could be used only by attaching it to the goods, and then according to the new act. Okay, so trademark is a infringed not only by attaching it goods but also printing it on the packaging material and using it in advertisements. Okay, so this is about a trademark in an advertisement. Okay, so next thing is that stringent requirements for registration. Okay, so there are a couple of requirements which are very stringent, म्हणजे टफ एकदम. काही गोष्टी अशा आहेत की ज्या stringent आहेत, एकदम अशा rigid आहेत. Okay, so for example, like a trademark will not be registered of its identical or similar to an earlier mark of a similar good. Okay, बघा आता, ट्रेडमार्क विल नॉट बी रजिस्टर्ड, कधी रजिस्टर होऊ नाही शकत इफ इट इज आयडेंटिकल और सिमिलर टू एन अर्लियर मार्क. ओके, पहिल्या मार्क सारखा जर असेल तर तो रजिस्टर होऊ शकत नाही. ओके, सेम गुड साठी. ओके, दिस इज द फर्स्ट रिक्वायरमेंट. ओके, फर्स्ट रिक्वायरमेंट काय आहे की अ ट्रेडमार्क विल नॉट बी रजिस्टर्ड इफ इट इज आयडेंटिकल और सिमिलर टू एन अर्लियर मार्क ऑफ अ सिमिलर गुड. डेफिनेटली जर मी अमूलचेच प्रोडक्ट विकतोय आणि नवीन कोणीतरी आणखी अमूल म्हणजे दुधाचेच प्रोडक्ट विकतात, तो अमूल सारखं सगळे पॅकेजिंग वगैरे नाही करू शकत. ओके, ही कॅन नॉट, राईट. देन द सिमिलर गुड मे बी डिफरंट क्लासेस. ओके, आता होऊ शकतं की सिमिलर गुड, आता एखादा म्हटलं की डेअरी प्रोडक्ट्स इथे आहेत पण दुधाचे प्रोडक्ट्स आणखी दुसरीकडे कुठेतरी. ओके, सो दॅट माइट बी द सिमिलर गुड्स मे बी इन डिफरंट क्लासेस. ओके, तर सिमिलर गुड्स काय यूज नाही करू शकत आपण रजिस्ट्रेशन साठी. ओके, two things that is very important. Okay, requirements. Okay, the trademark will not be registered if it is identical or similar to an earlier mark of a similar good, किंवा the similar good may be different classes. Similar good जर दुसऱ्या क्लास मध्ये असेल तर आपण कदाचित करू शकतो. Okay, there are 34 classes. Okay, and there are 8 service classes. Okay, 34 normal service class, normal classes goods चे types of good that included, आणि नंतर 8 classes आपली सर्व्हिसेसचे. ओके, सो त्यात जर हे बसत नसेल तर इन दॅट केस यू कॅन से द सिमिलर गुड्स मे बी इन अ डिफरंट क्लासेस. ओके, so well known trademarks. Okay, what is the well known trademarks? A well known trademark is a mark used over particular goods or services which has gained sufficient recognition among the consumer. Okay, well known म्हणजे सगळ्यांना माहिती असणारा ट्रेडमार्क. ओके, जसं की एक साधं एक्झाम्पल, टाटाचा ट्रेडमार्क सगळ्यांना माहिती, महिंद्राचा ट्रेडमार्क सगळ्यांना माहिती. सेम वे मध्ये जर गुसी मी म्हटलं, गुसी, किंवा मी जर म्हटलं की निकेल, हे सगळे ब्रँड्स आहेत, तर याचे ट्रेडमार्क आपल्याला असे वेल नोन नाही आहेत कारण की आपण एवढे कधी बघितले नाही. ओके, किंवा मी म्हटलं की तुम्हाला इंडियन टेरिनचा, किंवा मी म्हटलं तुम्हाला की इन्फोसिसचा ट्रेडमार्क, किंवा विप्रोचा ट्रेडमार्क, टीसीएसचा ट्रेडमार्क, जेनपॅकचा ट्रेडमार्क, झेन्सर टेक्नॉलॉजीचा ट्रेडमार्क. सो हे ट्रेडमार्क, काही ट्रेडमार्क यातले काही ट्रेडमार्कच वेल नोन असतात. ओके, सो अ वेल नोन ट्रेडमार्क इज अ मार्क युज्ड ओव्हर अ पर्टिक्युलर गुड्स और सर्व्हिसेस. ओके, तुम्ही ते यूज करू शकता. ओके, विच हॅज गेन सफिशियंट रेकग्निशन अमाउंट द कन्झ्युमर, आणि लोकांना कळून गेलेलं असतं की नाही आता हे याचा ट्रेडमार्क आहे, किंवा याचा मार्क आहे, याचा लोगो आहे, म्हणून काय, this is what a trademark is. Okay, for that particular product. Then the trademark need to be registered in India. Okay, so the very important fact. Okay, we have gone through everything almost now. Okay, we are about to end the session. Okay, so the trademark need to be registered in India. Okay, so it should be registered. Okay, this need to be registered in India. Okay, then further, a mark can be well-known trademark even if there are no goods and that trademark is in the Indian market. Okay, मे बी तुम्ही सांगू शकता की एखादा तुम्ही असा ट्रेडमार्क रजिस्टर करून ठेवला, तुमचं काय अजून काही गुड्सच नाही आहेत, तुम्ही म्हणजे अजून काही स्टार्ट नाही केलं, पण तुम्ही एखादी चांगली ट्रेडमार्क बनवला आणि तुम्ही तो रजिस्टर करून ठेवला. सो दॅट ऑल्सो कॅन बी डन. ओके, सो फर्दर अ मार्क कॅन वेल नोन ट्रेडमार्क इवन इफ देर आर नो गुड्स ऑफ द ट्रेडमार्क इन द इंडियन मार्केट. ओके, then a mark to qualify as well known trademark does not have to be known to the public at large. Okay, अशी काही गरजच नाही की एखादा चांगला ट्रेडमार्क बनवलं तुम्ही पण ते सगळ्या पब्लिकला माहितीच पडेल. ऑब्विस आहे, सगळेच लोक ब्रँड नाही खरेदी करत ना, कारण की कधी कधी होऊ शकतं की एखाद्या माणसाला तुमचं महाग वाटू शकतं, तो ब्रँड नाही बनवू शकत त्याला. ओके, सो अ मार्क टू बी क्वालिफाय ॲज द वेल नोन ट्रेडमार्क डज नॉट हॅव टू बी नोन टू द पब्लिक ॲट लार्ज. ओके, असं गरजेचंच नाही की तुमचा वेल नोन ट्रेडमार्क आहे, तुम्ही असं भारी बनवलं, एकदम फ्लॅशी, आय कॅची कलर. ओके, एकदम असं काहीतरी बनवलं की विच इज लाईक very attractive. Okay, so somebody directly whenever somebody see, okay, it catches his eyes. Okay, so but it is not important that everyone should know it. Okay, so it's a well known trademark is all about. Okay, then the actions taken in the case of trademark infringement. आता suppose जर तुमचा ट्रेडमार्क कोणीतरी यूज केलं, ओके, किंवा कुणीतरी तुमच्या ट्रेडमार्कच्या जवळपास काहीतरी बनवलं. ओके, एक्झॅक्ट तुमचं नाही बनवलं पण त्याच्या जवळपास काहीतरी बनवलं. ओके, म्हणजे एकदमच सिमिलर, कन्फ्युज होईल पुढचा माणूस की अरे यार हेच ओरिजिनल आहे की हे डुप्लिकेट आहे, हे डुप्लिकेट आहे की हे ओरिजिनल, याच्यामध्ये जर एखादा कन्फ्युज झाला. ओके, सो काय ऍक्शन आपण देऊ शकतो. ओके, जर कोणीतरी माझा ट्रेडमार्क यूज केला किंवा कोणीतरी माझ्या ट्रेडमार्क सारखं ट्रेडमार्क बनवलं किंवा काहीतरी त्याच्यावरती त्याचे स्वतःचे प्रोडक्ट विकले, तर त्या केसमध्ये ओके, व्हॉट द ऍक्शन. ओके, इन द केस ऑफ ट्रेडमार्क इन्फ्रिंजमेंट काय मी ऍक्शन घेऊ शकतो. सो फॉर एक्झाम्पल, imprisonment which may extend to 3 years or fine up to ₹50,000 or both. ओके, सगळ्यात पहिलं काय करू शकतो मी, त्याला तुरुंगात टाकू शकतो. इन्फ्रिजमेंट, त्याला तुरुंगवास होऊ शकतो. किती महिन्याचा, एक्सटेंडेड टू 3 years, 3 वर्षापर्यंत, मे बी 2 दिवस, 8 दिवस, आठवडा, 2 आठवडे, वर्ष, 2 वर्ष, मॅक्स टू मॅक्स 3 वर्ष. ओके, 3 वर्षाचं इन्प्रिझनमेंट होऊ शकतं आणि फाईन होऊ शकतो अप टू 50,000 अकॉर्डिंग टू द व्हायोलेशन ऑफ पॉलिसी. ओके, किती व्हायोलेट केलंय त्याने आणि त्याच्यानुसार त्याला मॅक्स टू मॅक्स 50,000 ऑर बोथ. ओके, किंवा मग दोन्ही होऊ शकते. एखाद्याला फाईन पण होऊ शकतो, म्हणजे इन्प्रिझनमेंट पण होऊ शकते आणि हे पण होऊ शकतं, फाईन पण होऊ शकतो. so both can be. Okay, so imprisonment which may extend up to 3 years or fine up to rupees 50,000 or both. Okay, दोन्ही पैकी काही पण. Then compensation is awarded taking into account the profit made by the offender and may vary from the case to case. Okay, the compensation is awarded taking into the account of the profits made. Okay, आता बरोबर आहे. जे फाईन आहे ते पण ठीक आहे, पण कॉम्पन्सेशन पण भेटणार ना त्याला त्याचं. ओके, परतावा, कारण की काय ते कोणीतरी युज केले ना, त्याच्या बदल्यात त्याला काहीतरी मिळालं पाहिजे, नुकसान भरपाई, कॉम्पन्सेशन. ओके, तर ती काय, कॉम्पन्सेशन इज अवॉर्डेड टेकिंग इन टू द अकाउंट ऑफ द प्रॉफिट. किती प्रॉफिट कमवलंय. ओके, सपोज आता एखाद्याने काय केलं की माझं एखादं ब्रँड आहे, माझं ब्रँड सपोज याच आहे, लस्सीचा ब्रँड आहे माझं, ठीक आहे, XYZ लस्सी आहे माझी. ओके, कुणीतरी काय केलं, माझ्या नावानं लस्सी शॉप उघडलं आणि भरपूर पैसा कमवला. ओके, जसं की त्याने 10 लाख 15 लाख रुपये कमवले, तर डेफिनेटली मी म्हणू शकतो की अरे याने माझे कस्टमर कमी केले, हे 10 लाखाचे कस्टमर माझ्याकडे आले असतील, तर मी त्याच्या बदल्यात त्याच्याकडे कॉम्पन्सेशन घेऊ शकतो. ओके, so he has to pay me that compensation. Okay, it's by the offender and may vary from the case to case. Definitely मी म्हणू शकतो कधी 10 लाख, कधी मी म्हणू शकतो 5 लाख, कधी म्हणू शकतो मी 6 लाख, कधी म्हणू शकतो 7 लाख. Okay, so it's again depend on the compensation is awarded taking into the account of the profit made by the offender and may be vary from the case to case. Case to case मध्ये vary होऊ शकते, प्रत्येक चेंज होऊ शकतो. Okay, so that is an action taken in the cases of the trademark infringement. Okay, so here आपण action घेऊ शकतो. Okay, these are the actions that we can take against the someone who is infringed your trademark. Okay, जर कोणीतरी तुमचे ट्रेडमार्क पॉलिसी जर व्हायोलेट करत असेल तर तुम्ही त्याच्या अगेन्स्ट ऍक्शन घेऊ शकता. Okay, then now it's a video time. Okay, so like let's see which video is there and what it is like helping us. Okay, it's a small and
sell
short
online
video.
and grow your business with Wix e-commerce. Create a beautiful store.
Today, I'm going to tell you about a trademark and how to register it in India. Well, a trademark is a unique symbol or words used to represent a business or its product. In fact, it is the most valuable asset of a modern company. The first thing is to spot all possible words, sizes, and images that may qualify for the protection of trademark under law. To identify trademark of your business, look for any word, graphics, or sign through which your client recognizes you. It may be your business name, name of brands under which your goods or services are sold, or it may be your logo or slogan. Go ahead, keep finding the intellectual rights which you own and take steps to register it. Well, once you have identified your intellectual property, proceed for its registration with the trademark registrar. Once a trademark application is filed, before the registrar of the trademarks, the owners receive 3 key of benefits. Number 1, a public declaration that the trademark is owned by you and can place a mark of TM over its trademark. It acts as a deterrent against copying by fraudulent people. Number 2, unless disputed by government or a third party, this is the claim of ownership pending registration. Number 3, once the registration of trademark is granted and the certificate is issued, you get exclusive right to do whatever you want with your trademark. Don't forget to renew it every 10th year. Now, I will tell you the procedure of trademark registration. Number 1, find a trademark attorney like us. We are helping over 9,000 trademarks. In fact, we have many big brands as our clients. Some of them are even from the Indian government, like Indian Post Bank. Number 2, you have to share a filled questionnaire to us with basic information of the applicant, a description of the trademark and image of logo. If you are filing for logo registration, our team of lawyers and paralegal staff would then draft necessary documents like affidavits and attorney, authorization for your signature and legalization. Number 3, thereafter, we shall file the application within hours and you can start using TM symbol over your trademark. It's easy. You may be wondering as to what is the difference between symbol, TM, SM and R. Let me tell you that using the trademark symbol after a logo or phrase alerts competitors that you have claimed a particular trademark. Our symbol is used after the trademark is registered, whereas the symbol TM or SM, which stand for trademark or service mark, respectively, can be used immediately after filing the application. What next? You may request a free trademark search. For its availability, the link is in the description of this video, or you can visit our website www.setindia.
Okay, fine. So she has mentioned the three things. Okay, the R, then it's a TM or it's a SM. Okay, so SM is nothing but the service mark. Okay, so whenever you are filing the application form itself, then from that day only you can start using it as a TM or SM. Okay, and once it is registered, you can mark the R. Okay, R is into the round shape. R is your mark. Okay, so some landmark cases, okay, in a trademark act. Okay, so there are a couple of cases that had happened, okay, not in India, in outside the India as well, but I have taken consideration, okay, a couple of the Indian cases. Okay, so what are the different trademark cases? Okay, in the trademark act. Okay, what are the landmarks? Some landmark cases, okay, in the trademark act. Okay, so because of that cases, okay, we come to know that, okay, so there was an issue. Okay, so very first thing, Amul versus Ichamati Cooperative Milk Producers Union Limited. Okay, so this is the case. Okay, Amul has filed this case versus Ichamati Cooperative, okay, Milk Processors Union Limited. Okay, so Register General of Trademark. Okay, so this case, okay, let's read this case and then try to understand, okay, what it is. Okay, so basically the Registrar General of Trademark, okay, Kolkata, allowed the registration of Imul. Okay, see guys, Amul and Imul, so Amul and Imul, see, the Registration General of the Trademark Kolkata allowed the registration of Imul. Okay, so instead of like A, they have used Imul, okay, as the trademark of the Ichamati Cooperative Milk Producers Union Limited. Okay, the registered has like given them a permission. Okay, so while Amul as a trade name has been used since 1955, so Amul itself they are started using it 1955. Okay, then due to the long and continuous use, Amul has become associated and identified by the public with the Anand Best Milk Producers Union. Okay, so it's Anand Milk Union Limited. Okay, so this is what the right the naming of it, right? So while Amul as the trade name has been used, okay, Amul started using it since 1955. Okay, so due to the long and continuous use, Amul has become the associated and identified by the public with the Anand Best Milk Producers Union. Okay, so see guys, earlier it was not Amul. Okay, it was earlier used as a Anand Based Milk Producers Union. Okay, so and that is how like the register ruled in a favor of the Ichamati Union, saying its sales turnover had increased periodically and refusing registration would cause unnecessary inconvenience and damage to it. Okay, so agreed by the said order, the Amul filed the appeal before the IBAP, okay, setting aside the registrar's order, and IBAP noted that the sale turnover of the West Bengal Producers Union was irrelevant. Okay, so Amul thought, okay, so because since it is Amul and they are using it Imul, okay, so might be there were losses to the Amul, okay, in the West Bengal, okay, so they have filed the complaint, okay, and after filing the complaint, okay, they come to know that there is an issue, okay. So after filing the complaint, it went to the IPBA and setting aside the registrar's order, and okay, and the IPBA noted that the sales turnover of the West Bengal Producers Union was irrelevant. It is just not, there is no relation between the name and the sale. Okay, so people are just using it as the Ichamati Union's milk. Okay, just because of they have their own thing. Okay, so in this case, okay, so you have to also check whether whenever you are using the trademark, okay, it should be impacting on your business or not. If it is not impacting on your business, okay, so straight away there is no issue. Then second is SBL Limited versus Himalaya Drug Company. Okay, that this is also, you know, the Himalaya everyone. Okay, SBL is something new for the people. Okay, so The Plantif Himalaya Drug Company is engaged in the manufacture and sale of Ayurvedic medical preparation since 1930. Okay, so we know that Amul, like the Himalaya, is in the market of the Ayurvedic medicines. Okay, so when the preparation manufactured and marketed by the Plantif is under the trademark LIV 52. Okay, so they are using their trademark LIV 52. Okay, it is a liver tonic prescribed for the liver disorders and to protect the liver against the various dysfunction, damages, and hip toxins. Okay, so basically they have started using a one trademark LIV 52, and basically it is more related to your liver. Okay, so it is helping your liver. Okay, whereas the SBL also launched its product on in the same category under the name LIVT. Okay, see, now they are earlier using the LIV 52, but SBL came off into the picture and they started using the same name. Okay, the name is not also same. Okay, category is same, but the name is like LIV 50, LIVT. Okay, instead of 52, it's a T. Okay, so Plantif claimed. Okay, so Himalaya claimed that LIVT is a dissipatively similar with the mark LIV 52, and it's likely to mislead or confuse those who are liking to purchase such preparations in the market. Obvious, right? So if I went to the any shop, okay, कुठल्याही शॉप मध्ये जर आपण गेलो, बेसिकली मेडिकल शॉप मध्ये, ते काय म्हणतात, कंटेंट सेम आहे, ही गोळी पण घेऊन जा. ओके, नाव पण कधी कधी सिमिलर असतं. ऍस्पिरिन बघा, डिस्प्रिन बघा. ओके, थोडस सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ वर्ड. ओके, किंवा मग जर ओमी बघा, याच्यामध्ये जर तुम्ही ऍसिडिटीची गोळी घ्यायला गेला तर ओमी, ओमॅक, ओमेझोड, अमेझॉन. ओके, असं सगळ्या अशा गोळ्या असतात त्या की जे सिमिलर काइंडचे नाव असतात. ओके, so Plantif claimed that LIVT is dissipatively similar with the mark LIV 52. LIV 52 किंवा LIVT. Okay, so exactly the बोलताना पण थोडं सिमिलर वाटतं. Okay, so and it's likely to mislead or confuse those who are likely to purchase such a preparations in the market. Obvious आहे, कन्फ्युज होऊ शकतात. आपण जर गेलो आणि आपल्याला 100% पूर्ण नाव माहित नाही, आपण काय म्हणू शकतो, हा LIV काहीतरी आहे त्या गोळीचं नाव. Okay, somebody will give you the LIVT, somebody will give you the LIV 52, right? So it is a loss of the organization, those who started it first. Okay, so it was held that nobody can claim exclusive right to use any generic word, okay, abbreviation or acronym which has become the publici juris. Okay, and it is a trade of a drugs. Okay, it is a common practice to name the drug by name of the organ or element. Okay, so you cannot use any name. Okay, drug name. Okay, which is the treat of the main ingredient in the drug. Okay, such as an organ element or the ingredients being politically jurisdictions or a generic cannot be owned and anyone or use of as a trademark. Okay, hence the Plantif claim is not valid. Okay, so basically ऍक्च्युली जे हिमालय वापरत ते नावच चुकीचं होतं. का? सगळ्यात महत्वाचं म्हणजे तुम्ही असं की लिव्हरच्या बाबतीत LIV युजच करू शकत नाही. ओके, कारण की इट इज टॉकिंग अबाउट दॅट पर्टिक्युलर प्रोडक्ट. ओके, सरळ सरळ हे करत. ओके, सो म्हणून दोघांचंही काय केलं त्यांनी, हेन्स द Plantif क्लेम इज नॉट व्हॅलिड. सो दोन्हीकडे क्लेमच व्हॅलिड नाही झालं. ओके, बिकॉज नोबडी कॅन क्लेम एक्सक्लुसिव्ह राईट टू यूज एनी जेनेरिक वर्ड. जसं की लिव्हर आहे, कोणी नाही क्लेम करू शकत की हे मी बनवलं, बिकॉज इट इज ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल इन द नेचर. माउंटेन इज ऑलरेडी देयर, हिमालय इज ऑलरेडी देयर. ओके, so anybody cannot claim. Okay, you can use it. Okay, so abbreviation or acronym which has become a publicly juris. Okay, so public jurisdiction मध्ये जे सगळ्यांना ऑलरेडी माहिती. ओके, in the trade of drugs. Okay, it is a common practice of a name of a drug by the name of a organ or element. Okay, आणि बघा हे कॉमन प्रॅक्टिस आहे की सगळे म्हणजे सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे की जसं की आता ऍस्पिरिन, डिस्प्रिन हे सगळं डोक्याशी आजाराशी रिलेटेड, म्हणजे जसं की हेडेकशी रिलेटेड आहे. तर अशी प्रत्येक गोळी कसं असते की ऑर्गन रिलेटेड असतात. ओके, विच इज ट्रीट द मेन इन्ग्रेडियंट ऑफ द ड्रग. Okay. So specifically that we are saying that such an organ element, okay, which is traced to the main ingredient of the drug, such as an organ element or its ingredient being a publicly jurisdictions, okay, or a generic cannot be owned by the anyone or used as a trademark. Hence, the plaintiff claim is not valid. So this case is not valid just because of that, because anyone can use that as a generic name, okay. So everyone is aware with that name, okay. Then, before coming to this case, okay, we would like to tell you about the trade dress, okay. So basically there is one thing called as a trade dress, okay. So what is mean by the trade dress? So trade dress can be defined as the total image of the product. जब पूर्ण image, जसं की मी तुम्हाला मगाशी हे दाखवलं होतं, याची बॉटल दाखवली, पेप्सीची बॉटल दाखवली होती, त्याला म्हणतात ड्रेस कोड, okay. So for example, it encompasses the overall image created by the product or package, okay. It includes features such as the size, shape, package, color or color combination. ओके, म्हणजे आता बघा कुठल्या एखादं जर पॅकिंग बघितलं आपण बाहेरचं, त्याच्यावर सगळं दिलेलं असतं, लेबलच असतं बेसिकली त्याच्यावरती, पॅकेज, साईज, कलर, सगळं सगळं, राईट. सो ड्रेस कोड कॅन बी डिफाईन ॲज अ टोटल इमेज ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट. इमेजची पूर्ण प्रोडक्टची पूर्ण इमेज कॉल्ड ॲज अ ट्रेड ड्रेस, ओके. अँड देन it encompasses the overall image created by the product or package, okay. It includes features such as the size, shape, package, color or color combination, okay. So Colgate, Palmolive company and another V Anchor Health and Beauty Care Private Limited 2003 to PTC 478, okay. So this is the case was registered by the Colgate on the Anchor. See, so everything is almost same, okay. See, the color is red, okay. Here is they have used the yellow. Sorry, they also here use the yellow, okay, and then taken the same thing, strong teeth, and also they have taken the same, okay. So in this case, okay, the Colgate has put the anchor into the court, okay, because of the using the same kind of thing, okay. This is a dress code thing, okay. So they are using almost similar kind of thing, okay. Just made a small changes, okay. So people may be confused. त्या दोन्ही मध्ये जर बघायला गेलं तर फटाकन कन्फ्युज होईल आपण. जर आता जर एखाद्याला कोलगेट किंवा अँकर हा शब्द वाचताच नसेल, ओके, त्याला काही सिमिलर डब्बा दिसला त्याने हा उचलला, ओके. सो ही माइट कॅन टेक दिस वन और ही माइट कॅन दिस वन, ओके. म्हणजे कन्फ्युजन आहे ना. जर कोलगेट ने आधी जर मार्केट इस्टॅब्लिश केलंय तर डेफिनेटली काय होऊ शकतं, कन्फ्युजन होऊ शकतं, ओके. दिस इज द केस, ओके. सो कोलगेट किंवा मग अँकर, ओके. सो कोलगेटनं काय केलं होतं, अँकर वरती केस केली होती बिकॉज ऑफ दे आर युझिंग द सेम कलर कॉम्बिनेशन अँड एव्हरीथिंग, ओके. बघा आता कोलगेट फक्त इथं हे वेगळं आहे जरा, कोलगेट्स आणि त्या अँकरची स्पेलिंग वेगळी आहे थोडस, ठीक आहे. बट ऑलमोस्ट द लुक्स लाईक इट वॉज अ सिमिलर, ओके. लवकर लक्षात नाही येणार लोकांच्या ते बघितलं लांबनं, ठीक आहे. सो दॅट इज द वन केस, ओके. सो इन दिस केस द plaintiff sought interim injunction against the use of a trade dress, that is can be add a color combination of a third red and the on the packaging of the tooth powder, okay. बघा जे कलर कॉम्बिनेशन यूज केलं ना त्याच्याबद्दल त्यांनी ऍक्शन घेतला होता, ओके. The plaintiff claimed that Anchor adopted a similar trade dress, okay, particularly combination of a red and white, okay, to pass off the goods to the plaintiff at its own. Obvious आहे, लोक कन्फ्युज झाले असते ना. there might be a confusion in the market, right, just because of their the same packaging. Okay, so this was the third case that Colgate had filed against the Anchor. आणि त्याने काय केलं होतं की कोलगेटच्या अगेन्स्ट, अँकरच्या अगेन्स्ट कोलगेटनं काय केलं होतं, केस फाईल केली होती बिकॉज ऑफ दे वर युझिंग द सेम फॅक्टर, ओके. Strong white teeth, okay, strong teeth and gum. So here also they are mentioned strong white teeth and then fresh breath all day. Everything is like almost similar kind of thing, okay. तर त्यांनी काय केलं होतं, यूज केलं होतं, ओके. So the defendant raised the allegation by saying that, आता बघा डिफेंडंट म्हणजे अँकरने काय काय सांगितलं बघा एलिगेशन मध्ये, त्यांनी त्यांच्या सुनावणीमध्ये काय सांगितलं बघा आता. द शेप ऑफ द कंटेनर कॅनॉट बी मोनोपोलाइज बाय द प्लेंटिफ अनलेस द अंटिल इट इज रजिस्टर्ड अंडर द डिझाइन ऍक्ट, ओके. जोपर्यंत तुम्ही ते काय म्हटले की ते शेप जो केलाय तुम्ही, ओके, तो शेप काय असं तुमचं नाहीये, म्हणजे तुम्ही डिझाईन नाही केलं ना, जोपर्यंत तुम्ही तो शेप डिझाईन करून रजिस्टर्ड नाही करत त्या शेपची डिझाईन, टिल द टाइम it was anyone can take that, right. There is no monopoly of it, okay. The shape of the container cannot be monopolized, okay, by the plaintiff unless and until it registered under the Design Act. Okay, जोपर्यंत Design Act च्या under register नाही होत तोपर्यंत तुम्ही काय करू शकता, ते कोणी use करू शकतो. There is no monopoly. Okay, that is the first allegation. Second allegation, the shape of the packaging of any combination therefore do not fall within the ambit of a mark and trademark as a envisaged in the Trademark Act 1999. असं बघा 1999 च्या अंडर ते असं नाही की तुम्ही कलर कॉम्बिनेशन यूज केलं तरी प्रॉब्लेम नाही. ओके, असं कुठेही रूल नाही की तुम्ही ते कलर कॉम्बिनेशन यूज करू शकत नाही. ओके, द शेप ऑफ अ पॅकेजिंग और एनी कॉम्बिनेशन thereof do not fall with the ambit of a mark, okay, or a trademark. Trademark किंवा ट्रेडमार्कच्या अंडर येत नाही. ओके, so was envisaged in the Trademark Act 1999. Okay, the use of a red and white color combination is neither distinctive nor capable or identifying the goods within the plaintiff nor business or the plaintiff nor capable of the secondary significance. Okay, त्यांचं असं म्हणणं आहे की रेड आणि व्हाईट त्याला असं कुठे काय वेगळं तुमचं कसं आयडेंटिफिकेशन कसं होईल? तुमचं तर नाव आहे ना, तुमचं तिथे कोलगेट त्याच्यावरती सरळ सरळ आमचं अँकर नाव आहे. मग जर लोकांना ऑलरेडी माहिती आहे की हे अँकर आणि कोलगेट आहे, तर ते त्यांना कळेल ना, तर रेड व्हाईट बघून थोडंच घेणार ते. ज्याला कोलगेट माहिती ते कोलगेट मागेल, ज्याला अँकर माहिती ते अँकर मागेल. दॅट इज ऑल्सो एलिगेशन. ते अजून एक हे. देन that the plaintiffs have abandoned the color combination of red and white and have used various other color combinations in respect to different ranges of products, and therefore the claim of a distinctiveness or uniqueness in the color combination is unfounded. आणि त्यांनी काय सांगितलं आणखी की तुमचं बघा म्हणे की तुमचं फक्त रेड आणि हेच आहे, आमच्याकडे तर भरपूर आणखी पण कॉम्बिनेशन. आमचं येलो मध्ये वन केलं तर आम्ही, तुमचं बघा येलो मध्ये ब्ल्यू आहे, आमचं येलो मध्ये रेड आहे. ठीक आहे, आमचं इथे ब्ल्यू कलर मध्ये फ्री आहे, तुमचं इथे वेगळं येलो कलर मध्ये आहे. ठीक आहे, किंवा मग इथे सगळे खालचे जे कॉम्बिनेशन आहे, आमच्या खाली एक रेड लाईन आहे, तुमची रेड लाईन पण आहे. सो व्हॉट दे डिड, त्याने सांगितलं की युनिकनेस असं कुठे, युनिकनेस काही दिसत नाही, फक्त तुम्हाला लांबनं जरी वाटत असेल. ओके, सो इमॅजिनरी इफ यू थिंक दॅट इज द थिंग. ओके, बट यू कॅनॉट से दॅट की दिस इज युअर ओन. ओके, so this is how we are end of the session, today's session. Okay, so any questions that you have or anything that you want to discuss, okay, you please feel free to call me. Okay, feel free to reach out to your teachers. Okay, and then they might come up with me. Okay, so anything that you want to, you can definitely ask. Okay, so thank you so much all. Thank you for your patience. Sir, you can take over the session now. Hello, Arbas sir, are you there? Okay, so guys, here we'll again see that some famous trademark cases, okay, into the market. Okay, so there are a couple of cases that you'll be seen into the market. Okay, what are the cases that are been into the market?
Asks me on Quora, is it legal to call your company a name that's based on an existing trademark name? For example, MigoSoft, Brugal, Fembon. My name is Andre Menka, the founder of Trademark Factory, and here's my answer to this question. Okay, so let's go through this. MigoSoft, well, I suppose it's based on Microsoft, or MigoSoft. Okay, Migo, Migo, whatever. Brugal, I suppose that's based on Google. Fembon, I'm not really sure what Fembon is about. Is it Facebook? Facebook? Fembon? I don't know. Whatever it is. So there's a few considerations here. First of all, are the industries the same as those other famous names? If the industries are totally different, if the products and services that you offer to the world are totally different from the products and services that those famous companies offer, then you'd be able to get away with it probably without any big issues. If the industry is the same, then it'd be a lot more problematic. The other thing to look at is how different are the actual names, right? So Microsoft or MigoSoft versus Microsoft. I would say that's too close because the letters are the same, the first letters. So MI at the beginning and soft at the end, and G also looks, part of it at least looks like a C. So visually, it's very similar to Microsoft. So that would probably not fly well with Microsoft, and the judges or the trademarks office is not going to let it fly. Now with Brugal, Google, I mean, it rhymes, but because the first couple of letters are different, you would probably find it easier to get away with that. And as for Fembon, I don't even know what Fembon is based on. So my only assumption why it could be Facebook is because of the FA in the beginning, but really that's usually not enough. So it's probably okay. Now, the last consideration I want to leave you with here is the further away your name is from that famous company, the less juice that you're going to get out of that similarity, right? And if your brand does not create the association with that famous name, why even base your name on that famous name, right? But on the other hand, if your brand raises that association with a famous name, guess what's going to happen? They're going to go after you and shut you down. So really, you got this dilemma here, because the only way to get away from them going after you is to make your name so much different from theirs that it wouldn't associate in the public mind, that your name wouldn't be associated in the public mind with theirs. And if you do that, then there is no value in copying your name, in basing your name on theirs. Because if nobody can make that mental link, if nobody can see the connection, then what's the point, right? And if somebody does see that connection, it gives them the ammunition to go after you for trademark infringement. So you're really in a lose-lose situation, because the only way to get a free ride on their popularity is to have a brand that's too close to theirs, which is probably going to result in you being shut down. And if you can't create that, then what's the point? So one thing I always recommend is when you're building a business, you got to own a brand. You got to own your own brand. You got to own a brand that's unique, that's memorable, and that's well protected. Because otherwise, you're just building a business that doesn't own its own brand. It's a business on very shaky foundation. And if your business is ever going to have a chance of becoming successful, not owning your own brand is going to be a massive problem for you. It's going to be a problem that's going to cost you a lot more than getting a trademark on your business. And that's the problem that really you're going to see long before your business becomes huge, because the cost of acquiring customers, the cost of marketing, the cost of advertising, the cost of making sure that people know that you exist, the cost of standing out from your competition is so much greater when you don't have a brand that you own. That's the reason why every successful company owns their own brand. That's why every successful company owns a trademark, and many of them own multiple. That's the reason why, because they want to be able to capitalize on the brand. They want their brand to work for them. And it's very difficult to accomplish that if all you're trying to do is just copy somebody else's brand. Sophia Smith asks me on Quora, do you need both a trademark and a copyright for your store and brand? That really all depends. First, you need to understand the difference between trademarks and copyright. So trademarks protect the brand. They protect the name of the business. They protect the names of the products. They protect the names of the services that you offer. They may protect logos. They may protect taglines. So for your store and brand, that's what you would protect with trademarks. Copyright is typically only for protecting content, whether it's books, videos, software, music, photos, stuff like that. And there is some overlaps in case of logos, because you can own both the copyright in the logo and a trademark, and they will protect different things. But from the business perspective, you would rarely own copyright unless you're the content generation business. Or, every time you post an ad somewhere, it is protected by copyright, but you don't need to worry about it because copyright is protected automatically. There are situations when it's a good idea to register copyright, but only, as I mentioned, if you are in a content distribution business. For example, when you sell courses, or if you're a publisher and you sell books, or if you're a music company, then you would be worried about copyrights primarily. Outside of that, if you're a regular business, if you got a store, you sell something, then you're typically only dealing with trademarks. James Collins asks me on Quora, how can I trademark my own name? Is it possible? The personal names are tricky, and they're dealt with differently in different countries. But the rule of thumb is the more common your name is, the harder it is to trademark it. And for a good reason, because trademarks, by definition, allow you to stop others from using the same or similar name in association with the same or similar products and services. So if your name is John Smith, and you get a trademark on John Smith, let's say for accounting services, then that would allow you to stop all the other John Smiths from using their names in business if they were to go to become accountants. And again, in theory, that's not right. So that's the general rule, right? So the more common the name, the harder it is to trademark it. But again, different countries treat this differently. For example, in Canada, they look at whether the name appears more than a certain number of times in the white pages, right? So the book, for every big city they look at, and if they find a city where the name is common enough, where you can find it more than a certain number of times, I believe it's 25. So if there are more than 25 John Smiths there, then you cannot trademark it. And in the US, it's slightly different. They require what's called secondary, meaning you have to show to the trademarks office that you have gotten to the point when the public recognizes that your name is an indicator of source of specific products and services for which you're trying to get a trademark. right? So for example, if you are a celebrity singer, right, or a celebrity coach, or a celebrity basketball player, or something like that, and a whole lot of public recognizes your name as the specific person, right? So not any John Smith, but a particular John Smith, then that would allow you to get a trademark on that. And also when you say personal name, you also have to remember there's different ways to look at it. Are you talking about your first name? Like, so in your case, is it James? Are you talking about your last name, so Collins? Are you talking about the combination, like James Collins? Are you talking about J. Collins? So there's different ways to look at personal names. And also, what makes it even easier to trademark is if you add to the name something else. Like, for example, James Collins Accounting, or Collins Accounting, or J. Collins Accounting, or something like that. Even though the word accounting by itself may not be anything but generic or descriptive, the combination of that plus the name could make it trademarkable. Now, there's a lot of variables here, which is why it's always recommended that you do a proper trademark search, and actually not do it yourself and have somebody do it for you, so that you could get an opinion as to the chances of your brand being trademarkable. And the reason you want to have a specialist do the trademark search for you is that if their opinion is that it's not really trademarkable, they will usually be able to suggest ways to maybe add something to it or tweak it a little bit to make the trademark, even if it's your personal name, more trademarkable than your first option, than your first choice. So is James Collins trademarkable? Can you trademark that? Again, depends on which country, depends on which products and services, and really depends on what part of that personal name you want to trademark. And also depending on how well known your products and services are to the public under your name. So these are the variables you'd be looking at, and hopefully that answers your question. And if it doesn't answer your question specifically, you're welcome to book a call with our strategy advisors. They'll get on the phone with you. It'll cost you nothing, and we'll see if we can help you get this trade.
Okay, so guys, just like we have seen the one question that has been asked, okay, the question was about, like, can I trademark my own name? Okay, so if suppose my name is Rajendra, okay, my full name is Rajendra, so can I trademark my own name? So as for his answer, that we cannot trademark your own name because it is more common, right? Rajendra will be the lot many, okay, like my surname is using the many people, okay. So, but specifically, I'm saying that, okay, Rajendra Gaute, okay, intellectual property rights or IPR, okay, IPR Rajendra, okay, or anything that I can be like that, okay. So in that scenario, I can do one thing, okay. So in that case, I can go ahead and I can use my name, okay. I can trademark my name basically. So it is not about like how you're going ahead and applying for it, okay. So basically, so if you're doing something and you want to do a trademark, so specifically it is protecting your business, it is protecting your name, your own design and logo of your business. So basically it is designing about your all businesses and all cases, okay. So you can trademark your name, but it should be come up with the it's definitely the trade name come up with the when you are aligned with your business, okay. So if your business, the trade name is an association of your business, then in that case you can register your name or anything that is in against your name, okay. So that is how we are end of the sessions, and I would like to hand over the session to Rishikesh sir now, so you can.
धन्यवाद सर. ओके, आवाज येतोय सर माझा?
Yes, sir. Able to hear.
या पुणे जिल्हा शिक्षण मंडळाचे बापूरावजी घोलप महाविद्यालय यांच्या अंतर्गत आज जे आपले व्याख्याते आहेत राजेंद्र गवते सर यांनी आपला आजचा जो कार्यक्रम आहे आपल्याला ट्रेडमार्क बद्दल सरांनी आज खूप महत्वपूर्ण अशी माहिती दिलेली आहे. त्याबद्दल मी सरांचे खूप खूप मनपूर्वक आभार मानतो. सोबतच आजची जी प्रास्ताविकता केलेली आहे आपल्या कार्यक्रमाची अरबाज सर यांचे पण मी आभार व्यक्त करतो. सोबतच आपल्या महाविद्यालयाचे प्राचार्य डॉक्टर नितीन घोरपडे सर यांचेही मी आभार व्यक्त करतो की त्यांनी आपल्या महाविद्यालयामध्ये इंटेलेक्च्युअल प्रॉपर्टी राईट्स लॉ हा जो शॉर्ट टर्म कोर्स आहे त्या शॉर्ट कोर्सची प्रारंभ केलेला आहे आणि आता जवळजवळ 5वा दिवस आहे आपला हा शॉर्ट टर्म कोर्स चालू आहे आणि उद्याचा सांगत असेल कार्यक्रमाची उद्याचा एक शेवटचा आपला सेशन असेल राजेंद्र सरांचा. आणि सोबतच मी आभार मानतो कदम मॅडमचे की ज्यांनी टेक्निकल सपोर्ट आपल्याला केलेला आहे. सोबत वाणिज्य विभागाच्या विभाग प्रमुख पिंपळे मॅडम यांचेही मी आभार मानतो. सोबतच शॉर्ट टर्म कोर्सचे कोऑर्डिनेटर NS गिरी सर यांचेही मी आभार मानतो की त्यांनी शॉर्ट टर्म कोर्स आपल्या जे वाणिज्य विभागाचे जे तृतीय वर्षाचे विद्यार्थी आहेत तृतीय वर्षाच्या वाणिज्य विभागाच्या विद्यार्थ्यांचा आभार मानतो की त्यांनी शॉर्ट टर्म कोर्स हा जवळजवळ 5वा दिवस आपला चांगल्या प्रकारे ते बघतात, त्याचे सेशन्स अटेंड करतात आणि पुढे भविष्यामध्ये यांचा नक्कीच त्यांना उपयोग होईल अशी मी बापूरावजी घोलप महाविद्यालय यातर्फे मी ग्वाही देतो आणि आजचा कार्यक्रम संपला असं मी घोषित करतो. धन्यवाद.